You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. The most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
They confuse us with so much life. Just come on this way. say, Lord, please listen to this prayer that comes from the Lord. Please send us another Moses again. Oh, we just can't go on this way. Please deliver us today. Time to make them oppress us stay. So the children could see their way. Make them get on their knees and pray. Then I'll be up to judgment day. Oh, just can't make it this way. Please deliver us today. Be like the Israelites did. Please send us another Moses again. Lord, we just can't make it this way. Yes, deliver us today. Oh, we just can't go on this way. No, we just can't make it this way. Please listen to what I say. Yes, hurry up with judgment day. We just can't make it this way. No, we just can't make it this way. Must we get old and gray? And the children can't see their way. Oh, we just can't make it this way. Oh, we just can't make it this way. We like the Israelites did it there. Please send us another Jesus again. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Lord, we just can't go this way. Lord, we just can't make it this way. No, 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 we just can't go this way. Please hurry up with judgment day.
We gotta save it. Oh yeah, my sweet TNT. Oh yeah. We used to sing sweet, sweet Trinidad. To leave here, boy, you must be mad. This is the land of milk and honey, rum and coke and easy money. While those verses we were singing, alarm bells kept on ringing. Pundits on each pulpit saying, oh heart and our soul decaying. Suddenly we wake up to a living nightmare, not bliss while editorials ask, how did we ever come to this? But so long we hearing, you got to on. We're fighting, making porn. Us school girls, you won't believe. Live MMA, they pulling weave. Check the vibes, they're living by. Dance all slackness, get rich or die. Alkaline to overdose. Mention Mike Stroke, they don't know. No morals, no ethics. There is a centrifugal black hole. Lord, we must move quick to wake their conscience and save their soul. So long we've been hearing evil triumphs when good men do nothing. No triggers pump while words be fraughting, and while church attendance real low. Protest pack plus them casino, while black market prices haggling. Through a port with big guns they smuggling. Spanish women are hot like their music. Saucy salsa, human traffic trend they go. We can't wait. The devil making hay while we sleep. Tell them talk is cheap. We're caught in the world when we have to reap. While we look on them as more mothers who weep. We're caught in the world when we have to reap. Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, Now the nation's soul has been revealed. How they find Shannon Banfield. Busy street, yes, in our city. Killed by beasts who show no pity. Now there's fear and trepidation. What is happening to our nation? So I pray this one infraction will propel us into action. Trend they go. The time is now. We have to take our country back while these monsters flow. We cannot run from their attack. That is why I'm still saying, time to stand up and be counted. Our young girls, they're being hunted, not for jobs by institutions, but by clubs for prostitution. While from you gas, some arranging on the seas, cargo exchanging in the Gulf, drugs, guns, and women, and the Coast Guard cannot stop them. Trend they go. The time is now. Look how the murder rate leap. Tell them talk is cheap. We're caught in the world when we have to reap. Before more of our daughters they put us to sleep. We must stop this world when we have to reap. Time to stand up and be counted. We must defeat this threat they've mounted. We cannot wait for no messiah. Like zero fiddling through the fire. But while the flames we keep romancing, the grim reaper keeps advancing across the land. It casts its shadow, flashing victims to the marrow. Trend they go. The time is now. Look how the price we paying don't steep. While some labor keep. We're caught in the world when we have to reap. We need a fresh new broom for a broad crime sweep. Must stop this world when we have to reap. Save our land, Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I say you get up one morning, your elders have something. You don't know how they get it, but you want to use it. But if you ask them old people to get the things what they went through, ask them this any day, and your parents sure to say, black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're able to get a pulley and jam with the devil. Why? Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're ready to swim offshore and hold your boat steady. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you're here, you get a little something. With that dragon eye, you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man do get nothing easy. get up one morning, and oil money running. How it come you don't know, so that it can how the thing go. But if they read about Uriah, they wanna find out the pressure. How we get so much old hell to get a penny from TLL. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something, with that eagle eye you keep watching, because I don't tell you already, black man don't get nothing easy. I say we got up one morning, independence happening, getting the thing come easy. Now they're taking liberty, but if they know about petition, we have to send to England for some woman to tell we in this colony free. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. People hold you, humiliate you, turn on and sell you, and then they free you. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something, with that dragon eye you keep watching, because I don't tell you already, black man don't get nothing easy. So when a black man gets something, he got to start thinking. You get it easy. He got to practice economy. From getting licks from the slave master to become the land owner, brother, is a terrible journey. Back with plenty brutality. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to rise up, you got to stand up, pick up your mind, you will always stay on top. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron. Black
Keep me as the apple of thine eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wing. O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. It's so sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover, 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 cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover, 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 the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover, cover, cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover me mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover, cover, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover, cover, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover, cover, cover. Cover me. Cover me. Cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And as you know, we always say, ladies and gentlemen, as soon as you get in, share it live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV and YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444 or 973-609-6509. And as you know, we always say, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter what color t-shirt you have on. You have on a mauve t-shirt, a purple t-shirt, a light blue t-shirt. Each and every one is welcome in the village on WZYE 95.9 FM. And this is how we start the thing, ladies and gentlemen.
It have our place, WZYE, where they treat you like friends and family. So if you're looking for a place to belong, going WZYE, you could come along. If you have haste, come with me. We have dad on WZYE, Santa Meditate.
Of course, that's the resident love doctor, Rani Muhammad, boy. Man of a permanent stay here in the village. All make a little jingle for we now, man. Make a little jingle. And all you go get it play, you know what I mean? It's free. Yeah. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, we always tell you that when we come to you, we originate, we don't imitate. We bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And we put that in words for you, ladies and gentlemen. Take a listen.
Ansam LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Let me bring in my co-host, the young man himself, the one and only, the man better known as Uncle Tommy, buddy. Tommy, welcome.
Good evening, and it's a pleasure being here with you again. Thank the Most High for this time, and look forward to a spectacular evening.
Yeah, I like that. I like that spectacular. Yeah. So Tommy, today was my off day. It was my rest day. I ain't gonna lie. I was happy about that rest day, but
You look rested.
yeah, I back to running 6 days a week.
Good for you.
Yeah. So I wake up today, I say, you know what, boy? Let me take a little rest today. But I have some things to do. I ended up back in the dentist office again.
I went there yesterday.
Ah.
I went up taking out the rest of the amalgams, so that's a deep breath I can take. And now it's rebuilding from here.
Yeah, I guess two of my braces tune up or some kind of thing. They turn upside down, whatever it is. You know what I mean? And I guess I was having some vegetarian chips. And I asked my wife if I could have it. And she said, yeah, you could have that, man. And when I was chewing it, I felt something kind of steel-like, you know, hard-like.
To chew.
To chew. I couldn't chew it.
Wow.
So I went in the bathroom and I check it and I kind of feel it. I feel the thing like it turning, man. It turning. But I was Tuesday. No, that was Tuesday. Yeah. And so I say, you know what? I ain't had no appointment with the dentist, eh? You know, my philosophy is you better try and fail to try.
True.
So I say I go just I get up, you know, I drink my water, I take my smoothie, and I went to the office. And I tell them, look, I don't have an appointment, but the braces kinda and it was messing with my gums too, eh? That one. Like it
Yeah.
was protruding then. And I went to the office
Yeah.
and he take me.
It will puncture your jaw too.
Yeah. Me and him good now, but real good. He seen me often now, so we good. So whenever you see me shop, and some come right in, man. You understand? So that is a good thing. That is a good thing. That's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I did very nice and relaxed today. You know, and
Well, it wasn't a bad day because to be off the track because I know there was snow on the ground.
yeah, there's snow. But but then it rained though. Snow should be going. I'll check to see if that track have any snow tomorrow, yes. You know? So that is kind of it for the day. And other than that, Tom, yeah, we have well, I don't let the cat out of the bag already, but we have a bombshell, eh?
Right.
And it is par for the course in Trinidad and Tobago. It's normal with this PNM government how they do business. Normal. Well,
And it works for them, so they keep doing what works.
well, let me just say it's normal. It's normal. It can't be normal. When it goes down normal, it's normal. It's normal for the PNM government. Yeah?
And like they say, walk in.
It walk in. Let me go into the chat. Mr. Intellectual was first and he said, blessed evening, pro Uncle T and all villagers. I hope you all had a productive and successful day without having to corrupt your progress. What boy? The man used the word corrupt, you know. What boy? Look, Nadira. Nadira move up in time now, boy. Nadira said, Hanif,
Yeah.
good night. You early? Yeah, boy. Nadira thought she was early, boy, but Hanif Nipshi, boy. Yeah. Good night, Professor Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and everyone on the program. Good night to you, Nadira. Olsang says, good evening, Walls, Uncle Tommy, and all open-minded contributors on the chat. Yeah. You have to be open-minded. Yeah? Over here, Tommy, we are respectfully open-minded.
Yes, sir.
You understand? We allow anybody to come. Anybody. You understand? Anybody.
That's it.
Shanika, welcome.
Hey,
Good evening,
Shanika.
Wall Street and Tommy.
Hi, Shanika.
And all in the village. Blessings all. Yeah? Okay, I thought Nadira was calling him Volshinika, yes? I thought he was calling Volsang Volshinika, you know.
Well, she's saying it to both of them.
Oh, all right. All right. Hemraj, welcome. You're inside. Oh, God. Volsang again. Walls, I hope you had an early dinner so you will not be distracted by talk of food. And as soon as he said that, right after his comment is who comment on me. Who you think?
Mr. Fishing Pond.
Right after Volsang come out and talk about, we had to talk about a little food, you know. You understand? Busy says, good day, Uncle Tommy on Wall Street. All listeners locked on. Share the live. Word of wisdom. We can achieve anything as long as we have the courage to do it. Yeah, man. Today's menu, mixed rice with dry pigeon peas and smoked bone with a glass of guava drink.
Smoked bone.
Now, Tommy, I could go out on a limb and say you never had smoked bone.
No, I never smoked bone.
Oh, sorry, sorry. You mean you were smoking a bone?
That's what he apparently he had that, and then he smoked a bone.
Okay. I misinterpret what he said. The man say he smoke a bone, yes? I never do that. I'm sorry. I never
But
did
why?
that.
But why you want to eat smoked bone?
I don't. How do you smoke a bone?
I don't know.
How do
Maybe
you?
somebody in the chat can explain it to us.
And what is mixed rice?
I don't know.
I what you mix rice? You mix a Guyanese rice with a Trinidad rice?
It looks so.
We had to watch Busy now, and I think Busy just pulling them things out of the hat so he could
Maybe a little bit of basmati, a little bit of brown rice, a little bit of white rice. I don't know. Maybe a little bit of hill rice and a little bit of lagoon rice.
So there's dry. Is there wet pigeon peas?
No, there's green and there's dry.
What you mean dry when you put it out in the sun to dry?
You know when it dry, it get brown, and when it's just regular, it green.
But you just put it out in the sun to dry.
I don't know how you dry it. If you dry it in the sun, or if you dry it in the oven, or how you dry it. But I know that it's dry them. It's have it dry.
But as you want, you just open the thing and take out them. What I want to call when you open up the
Pod?
you know, you buy it with the shell and you open the shell and you think, what is that one called?
Like green pigeon peas.
That's green pigeon peas?
Yeah, they usually get in the shell.
So how you just get dry pigeon peas?
But you let the green one dry.
Oh, okay. You get the green one dry. Okay, all right. Whatever it is. All right, busy. I had pigeon peas. I had no mixed rice. I had no smoked bone. And I had guava juice. We had a guava tree in the yard. Slimy say more propaganda. Yeah, more PNM propaganda, boy. Slimy, you're right, you know. It's real PNM propaganda, you know, Tommy.
It's
Slimy,
elections. It's silly season.
yeah, absolutely. Slimy, you're correct. That must be the best thing you say in a long time, Slimy. More propaganda. The only thing you leave out is the PNM propaganda. We have to push back on the UNC nonsense. Okay. Slimy say you're gonna start a YouTube show. Okay, Slimy. Gordon Joseph says, God bless evening all.
Same to you.
Slimy say black man don't get nothing easy. That's right. Imagine the black man getting anything from the Indian party. Slimy, what are you talking about? Slimy. Anyway. Slimy jamming. Gordon Joseph says, God bless evening to you and yours. Truth and lies have a big fight. It did not draw. Do you know why? No, tell us. We don't know. Good evening, Dean Khan. Welcome. Good evening, Walsh and Uncle T. Yamin. Instead of you jamming, yamming. Petrochin could shut down. We yamming still. We yamming still. Super Sad Ramnarayan, welcome. Good evening, Wall Street. And Tommy, Imbut said they cannot give more than 4%, but they give themselves 47% raise. Yeah, we have all them thing and them coming. All them coming up. Anderson Wilson, boy. Great is the UNC, boy. Good night to all from Akira and Anderson, boy. Anderson, what about Nicholas? Slimy, don't worry. Your triplet go come just now. Patty and Alti and PNM Fox go come. And anything all you say? Or they go back up each other. Anna, welcome. Good evening, Professor and Uncle Tommy. Good evening to my friends on the chat. I think Anna is my Santa Cruz. You know? Yeah, man. I'm sure about that. Darren Redsey, what do you think, Wall Street? The government turning south for EBC headquarters just a few months before election. They are probably trying to bribe the ABC. Okay. Okay. Tommy, read that on the screen there. What that fella say? That your partner.
Could it be that you talk too much?
Why you talking like that to you, Tommy?
I don't know. I guess I'm not talking enough. I need to talk some more.
It's sad enough. It's sad enough. You understand? That he could make them type of statement, but what you expect? What you expect? That's all right. For some for the PNM fooling people is easiest in their bag of tricks. Yeah, boy. They're good enough. You have to give them credit, but election gimmick after election gimmick. Tommy, I see a election gimmick day, boy, with the Ministry of Sports. They're gonna do things in the grassroots now, you know, Tommy.
Yep.
Grassroots, boy. They're going serious, boy. We go get to that too. Boy, all of a sudden, it's election gimmick after election gimmick, boy. Patricia Hutchinson, welcome. Bless the Union, Professor Warchid and Uncle Tommy and all the villagers in the village have a fantastic union. Yeah, boy. Volsang said, but this Bijram living high on the hog. His food bill for the month must be high. The man is in Sandy Grande years, you know. He right there, boy. KFC, what's the story?
Hi, good night, Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy, man.
What's
Good
happening,
night.
man?
Good night.
Man, we get here, man, and man in the big office, man, we're getting big money mountain coming here, man.
Yeah, boy. Big SRC fix them up good, 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 good. They get fixed
Gordon
up.
Joseph and Big George and them, they're getting pension this month. They say they're paying pension this month in a row. And them, I get a pension first.
I don't know, nah. But them fellas them don't mind not getting anything, you know. They don't mind.
No, but remember the P and them don't understand the plain East West corridor, you know. Them deserve nothing, you know.
Nah, nothing for you.
Them doesn't really want nothing. All them is just wear the red jersey, set a little maxi, a cool chubby and a hot roti, and a flag in the ball and greatest CP and them.
That is it.
Yeah, that's what that's one thing. Coming down to election time, the chow tell you are let's sit back on the ground.
And
And
they
they show you all the carefree and all the love, yeah.
and they good to go, man.
Yeah, you apply for a grant, a house grant, all really, really need the 10 years in, and now you're getting it.
Oh yeah. Once you get
Everything you want to get in it now, you know.
well, you know,
I see,
go ahead.
yes, talk to me.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Yes,
Go ahead.
answer.
No, you go
I
ahead.
see Juki, I see the Juki face one column and bird begging for next term again. You work to complete to finish.
Yeah, he couldn't finish it in 10 years, so you have more work to finish.
10?
Yeah.
But more than 10, but that fella they like saying go was a little boy to the 3 years and something plus.
Oh God. And he ain't finished it yet. He
If
know
you finish it, that you are riding the river, you want to do that?
but them really know how to fool people,
I,
you know.
but must I should tell Uncle Tommy.
Mm.
I like the P and them no moving, they're good
Yeah.
too, you know.
They're real good. They're good.
Yes.
You had to get
You
them
know how
credit.
to fool poor people, you know.
They know how to fool poor people. That,
They
you
have,
know.
they have more time at it than anybody else, you know.
Say that again,
Yes,
Tommy.
yes.
Hold
They
on.
had more time. They had more time in
I
the
see
ring
you
than more.
Rowley and I saw a lot to open the ABC office now.
Yeah, the boy they turning sod like crazy boys. Sod on if sod after sod after sod after sod, you know. You understand?
Down on the avenue down there, I see the restaurant a building there, but I saw that Chinese down there, the social development building, the building.
Eh.
Yeah, the one that we want to complete that building before election, open that building there. Really schooling the people in the church. That's why I love to understand.
Yeah,
But
man.
one thing must I watch it.
Eh.
I see the tiger down there tomorrow is screaming for his seat.
Who's that?
So I'm gonna cross and give me the honorable Dr. Mulilala.
Oh yeah. I see that. Eh.
I'm gonna branch across and give him that support.
Full one.
Code red, all yellow.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, love.
Bless. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Volsang say, but this bitch I'm living high on the hog. His food bill for the month must be high. How you gonna be high? The man living down by the beach down there, Tommy, down by the sea. You
Yep.
understand? Garden Volsang, garden you have no Volsang. Volsang say mixed rice is cook up with any piece. How mixed? Nah. Tommy, mixed rice is cook up?
Hey, yeah, I'm not an expert on it.
No, you have to be an expert. How mixed rice go be cook up? But Jam, you really you don't talk about food, eh? Please don't talk about food. We don't want to hear nothing about from you for food. I mean, I know. Anyway, maybe by where I used to live, they used to call it mixed rice. They used to call it cook up. Let me say that. Yeah. Maybe by we used to call it cook up. But I don't understand how it could be mixed rice and then pigeon peas, dry pigeon peas on the side.
And it's with any peas.
Yeah. Now full song. Hey, but look, even Mr. Santa Cruz saying the same thing too, boy. Mixed rice is pilau. That's what people used to call it long ago. All right.
So they used to call pilau mixed rice.
Yeah, but I never hear about that. I never hear about that one.
Hey.
Ria's welcome. Patricia said the peas get dry on the tree. So, but that's something new, Tommy.
Yeah, but if you don't pick it, it's gonna dry.
So if it dry, it ain't supposed to be no good?
No, it's still good.
Okay. And I say, smoked bones is delicious and cook up. Soup and callaloo. Oh. You're talking like when you put pigtail in a callaloo. Right?
Pigtail sounds like something different to smoked bones.
Why you smoke the bones? That's what I was trying to find out.
I guess you smoke it on an open fire or something.
You know, I think I know what has happened to me. I feel when you have chicken and you have like the leg or something and you take off the meat and the bone left, you go and smoke that bone.
Wow.
Or like when you have pigtail, you know, like a sauce, and then the bone is left, you go and you smoke that bone.
I know my brother have a smoker where he would smoke a turkey and he would smoke fish with it.
Yeah, I feel like what it is. That's what it is.
He would probably confirm that if he hears me talking about it.
Yeah,
He has a smoker.
all right.
He would smoke a turkey.
So, Mr. Santa Cruz said dry peas is not as sweet as green peas. I think that I understand that one. That will make sense, right?
Yep.
Because the green peas go be like kind of young now, so to speak. Yeah. Miss Atlanta, welcome.
Good evening, Wall Street and Tony.
Good evening. How are you?
Good evening.
Okay. Let me put you out of your misery.
Okay.
Smoked bones, I think they sell it in the supermarket as smoked bones. And people use it like in soups because it don't have meat on it, it's bone. But
Okay.
it's smoked bones. I don't know why, but I saw people bought that already. Smoked bones, you buy it as that, as smoked bones.
But
just so.
But Miss Atlanta, is it beef bones, pork bones, chicken bones?
I don't know, but it's whatever bones. But most likely it might be beef bones. I don't know. But all I know, I saw people bought that already, smoked bones, and it's bought in a package in the grocery, in the supermarket.
So Miss Atlanta, you could be getting dog bones and you don't know.
Well, yeah, but we don't know what to eat. Remember, you don't know what to eat really when you buy things, you know. At the end of the day.
Yeah.
Wow.
How many things probably bought in your life and you really don't know what they tell you and what it is. It could be something different, but that's why you buy.
No,
You know.
I staying away from them. I never had no smoke bone. They have smoke bones in Trinidad. You go in the shop and buy it in Trinidad?
Yes, it's in Trinidad I'm talking about.
I never know. I never know.
Trinidad in the supermarket
Yeah.
with marked smoke bones, and I think people put it to flavor. It's really to flavor a pot, I think.
Okay. And
You
yeah,
know?
I never hear about no. I never hear about smoke bones in truth.
But you never hear about nothing. You had to go to school. You had to open some kind of cooking school for you. So anytime you see anything, just hush and let somebody tell you what it is because you're going up in the sky. You know? But anyway.
You look for that. You look for that there, Wall Street.
Oh God. Oh, I look for that. Oh, I look for that.
I tell you, look for that.
But now I'm trying to get information here. Right? If I don't know, Tommy, growing up in Chumakak, I don't think anybody living in Chumakak, Lavantel, know anything about smoke bones.
I feel you gotta Google it.
Yeah, good night, Mr. Hansen. Good night,
Yeah.
Mr. Tommy. Good night to all the callers, all the Texans, everybody. Happy to see everybody alive and well. Through the grace of God.
Yeah, good night.
Mr. Hansen.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
in Florida, here have plenty smoke bone restaurants. When you mean smoke bone, you take the ribs, you take the beef neck, you take like more knuckle foods and like the foot and all that. You know, like the cow foot and all that to smoke it. So it have plenty smoke bone restaurant up here. You know, it's plenty in stew and in soups. You know, you smoke it and you put it in rice and you know you make this for the flavor. You know, when they smoke it, what do you mean they preserve it now with the nutrients and everything. So you know, they have a flavor in the bone now.
So
and you know with the dried pigeon peas, you know Goya. You know, I'm sure you're a vegetarian, so you just use Goya.
No Goya.
Yeah, Goya have dried pigeon peas selling in the shop, Mr. Hansen. I feel you don't go grocery, you know.
No, I just go negotiate. but listen, Mr. Florida, listen to this. Then Miss Atlanta gave me misleading information. Then she come and say it's just bone and they flavor the bone. That's what she said.
No, you could smoke turkey neck and all that, you know. Once it's like a knuckle hard, like the ribs, the shoulder. It's a plenty smoke bone restaurants up here. You could go and get different things, you know. It's more knuckle and hard with bone, foot, like that. You know, the smoke it to preserve the texture and thing in it. There's a flavor. You know, sometimes they smoke it too with a little bit of meat on it, you know.
Nah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But growing up in Lavantel, I never know about no smoke bone.
But I don't know. As you say, you was not poor. You was O-R.
P-O. Yeah.
All right, look at this then.
Yeah. I don't know. Tommy, I don't know people like the upset because I didn't have the luxuries that they had. I just didn't have it. You hear? Miss Atlanta talk about she no smoke bones in Trinidad. Yeah? I know smoke. Yeah? Go up in Chumakak when you like a cock set. You get smoke to run the mosquitoes. But me know about no smoke bones. Miss Atlanta, welcome. Hello.
Yeah. I don't like you disregarding what I say as like if I am lying.
No, Miss Atlanta, I never said you're lying. Yes, I said what you stated. That's what you said.
No.
Go ahead.
You definitely have to go not to school, to university. Because feel that the only way you will, seeing you from Wall Street, you know, you have a Wall Street mentality, you will have to go to a university. I am telling you what I saw people bought already with the smoke in Trinidad. I don't know nothing about over here. In Trinidad, they have the smoke bones.
But that's what I said. I said that. I said that.
Listen to me. I am not saying anything. Listen, go back to your program when it's finished and listen to that part that I spoke.
Okay.
And listen to what you said after.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to bring you up. I don't want to bring you up and carry you to the courts. Right?
Okay. All right.
I don't want to go there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh God, Tommy boy. Tommy boy, you ain't even defending myself, boy.
Boy, you digging, you keep digging.
You leave him out on that. You leave him out on the ocean there by myself, boy.
You keep digging. But Miss Atlanta, you could handle Miss Atlanta.
Let me stop digging, eh? Stop digging. Mr. Deku said, imagine you want help for some home repair. Caribbean soul you inside. I wonder if Caribbean soul ever had smoke bones. COP, you ever had smoke bones? COP.
He must say yes.
COP.
Well, good night to you all, Satan.
You ever had
Good night
COP?
to you, Uncle Tony.
You ever had smoke bones? You ever had smoke bones?
Smoke bone?
Yeah.
Yeah, long time I was young. Long time I was young, I think.
Oh, you had smoke bone?
But what kind of bone Miss Atlanta say she like that?
COP, not me,
Smoke
no.
bone?
I stay away from
Oh,
that.
is that bone? Oh, is that bone? Smoke bone.
I ain't good on you.
You trying to get me in trouble?
Well, she did. Second minute, man.
Listen, now, you see what that little post?
You look 8 o'clock reaching, 8 o'clock reaching.
A little post a man put up what he eat for dinner, and you see what it costs? A dinner post, you know. You imagine that? A dinner post, you know. Look, somebody just in a voice. No, they told me. Oh God, I hope you know what smoke bone is. Eh? Let me see, Tommy.
Truth. He's been one of the longest standing fighters. Yes, it had times that he went down. Yes, it had times that he get the 10 count. But never draw a fight. Worse yet, never lose a fight. Truth always prevails. And it is safe to conclude because God is truth. Good evening, everyone. Think on that.
Slimy say, I hear Munilal and Philip in trouble. Are you going to discuss this tonight? What trouble, Slimy? What trouble are you talking about, boy? Come, you know about the trouble? I don't know.
No, I don't know about the trouble.
No, Slimy, go tell we. Right, we as welcome. Because I don't know what you're talking about. And I say, imagine if you want help with home repairs, you have to join the PNM. Well, I mean, they love you, so we take great care of you. The government busy giving out grants to farmers just before election. They couldn't do that 10 years ago to cut the food import bill. Slimy, I thought Pastor Google educated you enough today. Okay. Mixed rice is cook up. Yeah. Look busy, just confirm. Mixed rice is cook up. For example, I'm living here, Walls, and my culinary knowledge differs from your own. Well, I know I lacking. May I admit that? Well, Pro, you learned something tonight. Yeah, I learned something tonight. I learned about bone tonight, but oh God, folks, we're gonna go for that quick break. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, and you. Stick and stay. We'll be right back. And when we come back, we have some surprises for you. Don't forget, we still at the bombshell. Right? Let me see this new post here before we go. Rosalind, where you joining us from?
Welcome to the village, Rosalind.
Into bite-sized pieces. You see, Tommy? You see the difference now? You see what she's saying now? I could understand that. Many folks, let me go for that break. We'll be right back. Stick and stay. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington. We'll be right back after this. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Of the legal limits of this term, I will resign this office and go off to my family.
Before you go, before you pack and run away, I wanna fly. Before you go, before you think you'll get away. Well, you began in the Senate of opposition and waited your turn. Then with Manning as your PM giving directions, you studied and learned. You paid attention to Robbie Pandey Kamla, observed all their mistakes. So there is not one excuse that you can make, none that we can take. Cause we give you a turn to ride in DPM1 motor car. You change the whole interior with propaganda, it's smelling drunk, sour. We gave you 2 turns as PM of the station. So now it's my Creole obligation to give you a turn before your resignation. Remember, it's me who call Eric Duffy. We call Chambers Duncy. It's your turn now. It's me who beat Robbie like a Bobali. It's your turn now. So if we say you are a bully, don't take it personally. Your turn now. Go tell your friends and your family, it comes with the duty. It's your turn now. Do not believe that we are afraid to call a donkey a ass or a spade a spade. We will pepper you like a chow, Dr. Row. It's your turn now. Before you go, before you pack and run away, I wonder what Penny and Avery have to say. Before you go, before you think you'll get away, you tell the world you go lock Calda heart up. Once you get the vote. You said the buck is going to stop at the TP top when you took your oath. The airport scandal section 34 email gate. Like a raging bull, you declared war and we took the bait. But since you get your turn, nobody at jail for corruption. Since you get your turn, no members of the opposition in prison. Since you get 2 turns, you promise to set things right. White collar crime you vow to fight. What is a setup back with no fight? Remember, it's me who call Pandey racist. We even call him rapists. Your turn now. Silver fox end up in jail till he come out looking frail. Your turn now. So if we say your government represents the 1%, your turn now. Really rich get richer. The poor man in the gutter. Your turn now. Do not believe your powers of Lekato could overthrow the power of a Calypso. The ancestors wouldn't allow Dr. Row. Your turn now. Before you go, before you pack and run away. So much unemployment, but still you raise your pay. Before you think you'll get away. I remember deceased Patrick Manning named you Rot, the Rottweiler, because every car that passed around the corner, you chased down the tire. Political battles that came your way, you stood up and fought. And when they came with their slander and their hearsay, you took them to court. So we gave you a turn to guard, protect and defend the treasury. We gave you a turn to secure the national security. We gave you 2 turns to be the mastermind, reduce violence and crime, but murder's at the highest of all times. Remember, Remember, it's we who call Manning Emperor. We call him a dictator. Your turn now. Retreat patos like a louse. Kick him out by Lise House. It's your turn now. So if we say you are a puppet, you're lying in him but pocket. Your turn now. And with your shining bald head, we find your dread and a natty dread. Your turn. Well, do not believe because you brought Manning down. You could do the same with the Calypso crown. And then act holier than thou, Dr. Rowe. Your turn now. Before you go, before you pack and run away. It's well Russian behavior, just as Patrick say. Before you go, before you think you'll get away. After 45 years of public service, you deserve arrest. So you anointed as you're that too young to try with the mess. Now we hearing that your support base having real problem. Next election, they voting for a caring face to sit at the helm. Cause you fail in your turn to diversify the economy. Yes, you failed in your turn to create a real creative industry. You failed in your turn to be a superstar. Legalize marijuana and make Fitzgerald the line minister. Remember, it's we who call Kamala Trunka. She's smoking marijuana. Your turn now. Well, you say what's that? You talk about she cap. No! So if she talk about your father and the young thing that you slaughter. But wait, did I mention your $1 million pension? Well, do not believe you invincible or that youngster is really capable. Look, I hope that you don't get vexed, but young Stuart, it's your turn next. Before you go, before you pack and run away. Well, now you know I want to fly. Before you go, before you think you'll get away.
And of course, we are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM, boy. Your turn now, boy.
Yep.
Yeah. Don't forget, folks. Share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509. 973-609-6509. Share the live. Remember, every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday is from 6 to 9 in the U.S., 7 to 10 in Trinidad. That's PM.
No more rain. No more rain. No more rain. No more rain. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more strain, no more pain. We want to see we way. We want a brighter day. No more Rowley again. Bye bye Rowley. Bye bye. Bye bye Rowley. Bye bye. We're not voting for you. We tired of the bloodshed, tired of the taxes, tired of the potholes and all the excuses. Tired of no water, tired of stretching at the law, tired of the high grocery bills. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more strain, no more pain. We want to see we way, we want a brighter day. No more Rowley again. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not voting for you. We tired of the bloodshed, tired of the taxes, tired of the potholes and all the excuses. Tired of no water, tired of stretching at the law, tired of the high grocery bills. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more strain, no more pain. We want to see we way, we want a brighter day. No more Rowling again. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not voting for you. No more red, no more red, no more red, no more red. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more strain, no more pain. We want to see we way, we want a brighter day. No more Rowley again. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not voting for you. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not voting for you.
Of course, we are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, when you get in, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. Share the live. Don't forget. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
So, Tommy, we talk about a bombshell, and as we always say here at WZYE, we originate, we don't imitate. Tommy, if I was supposed to ask you a question, I know you don't know, but I always say you are a 1,000 watt bulb in a box with 25 watts. 25
You sure you're not souping me up?
Well, I just always say that. I always just say that.
Right, okay, we'll see.
Yeah, I always say that. So, Tommy, if I was to ask you, Tommy, the Corruption Perception Index came out for 2024, and it ranks the Caribbean islands or countries, however you want to call it. There are 12, we have 12 Caribbean countries, right? This is just take 12. Where do you think Trinidad and Tobago will rank in that 12?
1 million least, 12 million most.
Right. So what we go from least corrupted to most corrupted. So the lower you are, the more corrupted you are.
Well, I would tend to think we probably just starting up on the double digits.
Tommy, let me give you a round of applause for that, because I didn't give you it. You say starting off in the double digits. I didn't give you it, but you hit the nail on the proverbial. And Tommy, we are honest here. I didn't give you that, right? I didn't give it to you, right?
No.
Okay. No, I just want people to know now that I wasn't biased and give you the information. So take this. So, folks, let me give you guys this, and I'm going to put up the Transparency Corruption Perception Index. It's done by transparency.org. It's the Corruption Perception Index, and it ranks all the countries in the world. Well, not all the countries, most of the countries, right? The number one country, which is least corrupted, is Denmark, and the most corrupted is Somalia, right? So they rank these countries. I think they rank like 80 something countries, right? Let me tell you how in the Caribbean, Tommy, by the way, Trinidad and Tobago was ranked 10th.
Wow.
So you said double digits. So you were 100% correct. Now, let me tell you how the ranking goes, and I'm going to show the Corruption Perception Index. Barbados is one, least corrupted. We're going from least corrupted to most corrupted. Of course, we know which country will be the most corrupted, right, Tommy? I think that's kind of easy, but don't worry about that. Let me go. Barbados is 1, Bahamas is 2, St. Vincent is 3, St. Lucia is 4, Grenada is 5, Antigua Barbuda is 6, Dominica is 7, St. Kitts Nevis is 8, Jamaica is 9, TNT is 10, Guyana is 11, and Haiti is 12. Tommy?
Haiti didn't surprise me, but we're close to
Haiti didn't surprise me. And I have an editorial on the Corruption Perception Index with respect to where Trinidad and Tobago is ranked.
10 is,
do you see the problems we have in Trinidad and Tobago when we talk about corruption? Now, let me see if I could get this up here now. I want to get this. Let me see if I could get this. Share screen here. Share screen. Okay, look it here. All right, let me see what it looked like on the screen here. Okay, it's kind of small, but you could see it here that this is the Corruption Perception Index, right? And of course, you have Denmark, least corrupted. Most of these countries that are least corrupted could be considered to be sort of socialist countries, sort of, right? You have Denmark, Finland, Singapore, New Zealand, Luxembourg, Norway, Switzerland, Sweden, Netherlands, right? And then you have Australia, Iceland, and so on, right? And United States is about 28, right? We have Barbados.
And on the global scale, where's Barbados?
Barbados is 23rd in the world. In the world, eh?
And on the global scale, where's TNT?
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna take this number. I want to take this off here. Tommy, let me take this for a minute. All right, that call was a little messed up call. All right. So Barbados is 23rd. You want to see where TNT rank? TNT dropped 1 point. Trinidad and Tobago is 82nd. Right? 82nd. And these other countries, Barbados, Bahamas, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, all of these other Caribbean islands, right? So at the bottom of the ladder,
it's Haiti.
Somalia in the Caribbean, Somalia and South Sudan, right? Venezuela is also at the bottom as well. Syria, Yemen, Libya, right? So with that in mind, Tommy, you can see now why we have a lot of problems in Trinidad and Tobago. But here is the bombshell. Here is the bombshell. Tommy, let me just. Tommy, do you know that Petrojam have been involved in massive corruption in Jamaica?
That doesn't surprise me.
And Trinidad and Tobago, as usual. You remember Hafer? You remember Jindal?
Yep.
Right? It seemed to me that the Rowley regime liked to deal with corrupted companies across the world. And then trying to give a story about all they will carry come within carry come and we want to deal with them in carry come and so on and so forth. Right? But I want you all to listen to this. Listen to this. You can't make this up, you know. You cannot make this up. Let's take this call before we go. Caller, welcome.
Hi, good evening. Again.
Good evening.
Blessings to one and all. Well, it didn't happen Monday. It didn't happen Tuesday. I feel it will happen today. You were supposed to check out the goalpost issue and then we get that out of the way. Did you?
Caller, make your contribution.
You were supposed to check out that goalpost issue.
Yeah, so go ahead and make your contribution.
Did you?
Caller, go ahead and make your contribution.
No, I'm asking a question.
No, caller.
Because it's based on that I know how to proceed.
No,
You didn't?
No, I did not.
Okay. Would you or should I forget it?
Well, it's up to you. I can't tell you what to do.
Well, I mean, you made a commitment. You told me that remind you, and my understanding is that once I remind you, it means then that you're going to check it out because you made an accusation against a man who speaks truth, who may make a mistake and correct it once it is brought to his attention. And you so I'm not comfortable going along and knowing that you made me a promise, you made a commitment.
Caller, can you make your contribution, please?
Yeah. Oh, make a contribution.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not surprised. Disappointed, but not surprised.
Okay.
That's how truth is handled. Get around it, go wrong the Queen's Park Savannah backwards on your toe. Smoke bone. It is. I never use it, but I know there are people who use it for flavor. They figure that, you know what I mean? It could give the menu a certain kind of taste, that kind of thing, and they would spend money to to buy that, you know, boy. Smoke bone have no nutrients. No nutrients at all. But it might have a little flavor. You understand? It could give a little, you know, thing. And I see that just as some talk show hosts and thing, you know. No nutrients at all, you know. But they are being used because they feel that, you know, somebody feel that they could give a flavor. They could make, you know, this thing taste so good that people will want it, boy. People will want it. Once they taste it, they don't care about what value it brings to their health, you know. But once they use it, it tastes so good, and they'll be able to tell others about it and so on, and check, hey, this thing tasting good or this thing. But what nutritional value it bring into your health? Huh? What? Zero. So all you're going with is really taste, you know. Basically, that's it. So that's my first contribution. Thank you.
Thank you. So, folks, I want you guys to listen to this, right? So, you all know we always say here we originate, we don't imitate, right? Somebody said there was no audio from Tommy. Okay, Dane Khan said one cannot help but know the irony of a PNM apologist sycophant talking about truth. Okay, I want you guys to listen to this, right? This is what the PNM government under Prime Minister Rowley is par for the course as far as they are concerned. The more corrupted you are, we in Trinidad and Tobago will spend our taxpayers' money with you. Yeah. We don't have no problem. We don't do no vetting, no. We just do business with you. And when we realize that you're corrupted, then we make all kind of excuse. As to, well, so what? So if something happened with Boeing, we ain't gonna deal with them? Yeah. So take a listen to this, folks.
The Petrojam scandal, a wake-up call for transparency and accountability in Jamaica. A message to Stuart Young, Minister of Energy in Trinidad and Tobago. The Petrojam scandal, which rocked Jamaica in 2018, remains a stark reminder of the pervasive issues of corruption, mismanagement, and lack of accountability that continue to plague the nation's public institutions.
Hear that?
Yep.
Corruption. Petrojam. We ain't making this up, you know. We ain't making this up, you know. And this is who the government is buying bunker fuel from. And boy, listen. Let me continue.
As the state-owned oil refinery responsible for ensuring Jamaica's energy security, Petrojam was meant to be a cornerstone of national development. Instead, it became a symbol of systemic failure, exposing deep-rooted governance flaws and eroding public trust in government institutions. While the scandal led to some reforms, the end result raises questions about whether enough has been done to prevent such failures from recurring. The Petrojam scandal, What happened? The scandal came to light in 2018 when reports surfaced of widespread corruption and mismanagement at Petrojam. Key issues included nepotism and cronyism. Allegations emerged that senior executives had hired family members and close associates for lucrative positions, bypassing standard recruitment processes. Misuse of funds. Petrojam was accused of extravagant spending, including lavish parties, questionable travel expenses, and unauthorized donations to organizations with ties to government officials. Inflated contracts. Contracts were allegedly awarded to favored companies at inflated costs, with little...
Tommy, inflated contracts.
Right.
Wouldn't you as a Trinidadian be concerned if Paria or Heritage is buying whatever oil from Petrojam? Are they getting the right price? Are they getting market value for the TNTPS tax dollars?
These are the kind of questions that has to be asked.
We have to ask these questions. We have to ask these questions. Let's continue.
Regard for transparency or value for money. Governance failures. The board of directors was criticized for failing to exercise proper oversight, allowing mismanagement and corruption to flourish. Lack of accountability. Despite mounting evidence of wrongdoing, there was little immediate action to hold those responsible accountable. The scandal sparked public outrage, with citizens, civil society groups, and opposition politicians demanding answers. The government faced intense pressure to address the issues and restore confidence in Petrojam and the broader public sector. The fallout and reforms. In response to the scandal, the Jamaican government took several steps to address the issues at Petrojam. Leadership changes. The managing director and other senior executives were removed from their positions. The board of directors was also dissolved and replaced with new members. Audits and investigations. A series of audits and investigations were launched to uncover the extent of the mismanagement and corruption. These reports highlighted significant governance and operational deficiencies. Policy reforms. The government introduced measures to strengthen governance and accountability at Petrojam, including stricter procurement guidelines and enhanced oversight mechanisms. Public accountability. Several parliamentary committees held hearings to scrutinize the scandal, bringing the issues into the public domain and holding officials accountable for their actions. The end result, a mixed legacy. While the Petrojam scandal led to some reforms, the end result has been a mixed bag. On the positive side, the scandal forced a much-needed conversation about governance and accountability in Jamaica's public sector. It highlighted the importance of transparency, independent oversight, and the need for robust systems to prevent corruption. The removal of implicated officials and the introduction of new policies were steps in the right direction. However, the scandal also revealed the limitations of Jamaica's anti-corruption framework. Despite the public outcry and evidence of wrongdoing, few individuals faced significant legal consequences. The slow pace of justice and the perception of impunity for powerful figures have left many Jamaicans disillusioned. Furthermore, while Petrojam has made some operational improvements, questions remain about whether the underlying culture of corruption has been fully addressed.
You hear that, Tommy?
Yep.
Has it been fully addressed? Listen, that's the $1 billion question. And I'm saying I'm a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. That's how we spending our tax dollars, with corrupted companies. That's what Prime Minister Rowley and the anointed one spending our tax dollars.
A call for sustained action. The Petrojam scandal should serve as a wake-up call for Jamaica. While the immediate fallout led to some reforms, much more needs to be done to ensure that such a scandal does not happen again. Key steps include strengthening anti-corruption institutions. Agencies like the Integrity Commission must be empowered to investigate and prosecute corruption cases more effectively. Enhancing transparency. Public institutions must adopt open and transparent practices, particularly in procurement and hiring, to prevent favoritism and misuse of resources. Cultural change. There must be a shift in the culture of governance, where accountability and integrity are prioritized over personal gain. Public engagement. Citizens must remain vigilant and demand accountability from their leaders, ensuring that corruption is not swept under the rug. In conclusion, the Petrojam scandal was a dark chapter in Jamaica's history, but it also presented an opportunity for meaningful change. While some progress has been made, the end result shows that the fight against corruption is far from over. Jamaica must learn from this experience and take bold, sustained action to build a public sector that is transparent, accountable, and truly serves the interests of its people. Only then can the nation move forward with confidence and integrity.
So, Tommy, we in Trinidad and Tobago, dealing with these type of companies that are known for corruption, right? What kind of vetting was done? Was the Prime Minister and his minion aware that Petrojam was involved in corruption? Another question could be asked, Tommy, what was the procurement procedure as far as Petrojam is concerned? Was that open, or was it something that was done by the government? All right, we pick you. You know, there's that thing that pick me, and they pick him, and that was the story. Mover Defender, welcome. Yeah.
Good night.
I have a question to ask you before the contribution.
Okay.
Seeing that you know about Emailgate, right?
Yeah.
Could you make a commitment now to your viewers and listeners that you will help us play a part in asking for international observers?
Of course. I no problem.
Your platform could help us.
I no problem. I no problem at all.
Thank you, sir. Could you give the commitment, please?
Yeah. Can you the commitment?
Nice. So going on now. Wall Street. We are not accepting government to open the Port of Spain General Hospital with a few floors open for a media frenzy, and the rest of the hospital is incomplete. We are not taking that. We will expose them. We will make it known that we are seeing from certain areas the top floors are not being worked on, and they are rushing to open the first few floors. Make the media walk through and make it look like they open the hospital. That's one. Two, Wall Street, as a Trinidad and Tobago national, how are you feeling that they offer you 4% and say they cannot pay no more? One. Two, they saying some people ain't get a back pay since not this year Christmas, last year Christmas. Some police officers didn't get a back pay. But the new salary review hike is going into effect from February month 10th to May. And when asked by the media last night, Mr. Imbert said, yes, they have the money to pay. How are you feeling, Wall Street, as a worker in Trinidad and Tobago who running on bandit? But by the way, Wall Street, you know how much murders happen in Trinidad and Tobago today?
Nah, yeah.
Wall Street, a double murder, a shooting in Malik where one man was dead, like three, and about 4 different shootings in Trinidad and Tobago in a state of emergency today. I don't over the few days ago. That's today. It's had 3 murders in Trinidad and Tobago. A double murder in Arima and a single one in Malik. So I'm wondering what we are really doing, and people could come on this program to defend the indefensible. Or should all public servants supposed to that's not report for work tomorrow, please God. But they wouldn't do it. Because some of them want to say the Prime Minister deserves that. He's worked hard. Like Patty and them. So I just had to bring that to your attention to the Wall Street. But you know, I know when he was something was wrong with us, Wall Street. When between 2010 and 2015, the Honorable Kamala Prasad Bissessar offered tenants of the agency 30 years and older in the apartments to pay $100 for the apartment. And we turned that down. That is when I know something wrong with us, especially African people.
Correct.
So, that is why I said tonight as my contribution. Enjoy the night watching Uncle Tommy.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I watched a video of London today. It looked like New York City. So Tommy, again, we have another company that the PNM government dealing with that is a corrupted company. I'm not saying that they haven't done things to try to fix it. But I think, Tommy, that if the government is transparent and accountable, they will come to the people and tell the people, listen here, folks, we are doing business with Petrojam. We have done our homework. We have vetted the company. Yes, they have been involved in corruption previously. And based on what we know now, they are no longer that same company that was corrupted. But no, people have to go out and get information and then bring it to the public that the PNM government under Prime Minister Rowley dealing with corrupted companies. I guess so many people okay with that. I guess so. I guess people like Slimy and Patty and Gordon Joseph and them don't have no problem with that.
Or they don't care.
I think being don't care is a lower form.
All right.
Of no. I'll go with that one. They don't care. They don't care. Right? Because they want to come and talk about, oh God, Munilal. What about the $1 billion spent on me to chase waiters? 200 million? That waiters? What about that, Slimy? Whose money is that? That is the taxpayers' money, Tommy. You know how many social programs that could have gone into? They shelved the EMBD case and the live sport case. It's shelved. All that money going down the drain.
But it's been a talking point for 10 years.
10 years. All in 10 years. The UNC this and the UNC that and 10 years. And not a word. Yeah? Look. It is sad. It is sad. Funny how there was a 200 billion accounting error. Michael Lewis, welcome. Those numbers are crap. Which numbers? What numbers he talking about to me?
I don't know. He needs to appraise us.
Didn't we show them the website? Mr. Florida, welcome.
Good night again, Mr. Anson, Mr. Tony. Mr. Anson, you know sure that we tend in the Caribbean on corruption and transparency.
Yes.
And here that man calling to talk about football and goalposts. The way you play, them don't worry about that, you know. You understand? They don't worry about that. You see, once it comes to anything with the PNM, they don't care. They spend $1 billion and they find nothing.
Nothing.
Now they bring our next case team here now. So how much money they go spend again now?
A next billion.
And they ain't go get nothing. You see, Trinidad playing a dangerous game, and I don't really like to get into the geopolitics. But there's a possibility Jamaica will join BRICS. Because Jamaica have something to offer to BRICS. Trinidad have nothing to offer to join BRICS. And if Trinidad want to play this dangerous game, because if you already check it out, Trinidad is the bottom of the barrel now.
But
all the rest of the Caribbean countries doing good in agriculture, doing good in tourism and they get oil and gas. We the bottom of the barrel. We have nothing to offer the world again. You know?
Prime Minister Rowley had Trinidad and Tobago scraping the bottom of the P&M barrel, the bottom in the sub-basement. Sub-basement. I didn't make this up, you know. I didn't make this up, you know. This is from transparency.org, you know. I make this up.
No,
yeah.
but
So if Jamaica have something to offer, that is why they want to go to BRICS. Trinidad have nothing to offer. They're playing a dangerous game, and they have to check this out.
Yeah.
Look on this now.
Yeah, man. We go for them some yam. We go for them some yam. That's what we go for them. Come to Trinidad. We have yam now. Come to Trinidad. We diversifying the economy with yam. What is this one now? Patty says, Wall Street, you ain't talk about EMBD and the new issues with money. You're telling people support that party. So Tommy, they went on a fishing expedition. They ain't catch no fish. Right? They went out in the ocean. They ain't catch no fish. Now they're coming and going in the river to try to see if they catch a few warbines now. Eh? But you telling people support that party. Of course, party, I see the letter Rai wrote. What you expect? The fella he could say whatever he has to say. Of course, I saw the letter. Eh? What you expect from him? Eh, Tommy? Rai Ragbear, write a letter. What you expect him to say? Well, you know, this was the best. It's par for the course, party. But you know, it's interesting, right? That we paid $1 billion. But you know, Patty and them, that doesn't trouble them. The Privy Council said Colin Bush should be investigated. That don't trouble them, you know. That don't trouble them. Right? Anything they have to do to support their party, that is it, you know, to the detriment of the people. Boy, it's sad. I wonder. Michael Lewis say, what nonsense this clown talking? I wonder who he talking about. I don't know. Pachi says, go and laugh out loud. Good one. Which one was that good one? I want you all to listen to something I say. Patty, all you have to come up with all your own thing, you know. All you have to come up with all your own thing. Patty says, no, I scraping you. I came up with that, Tommy. Not to say it's not new, you know. Right? But I tell them, the pastor with the internet search engine, Tommy, when you hear you play a video, it'll be, you know, there are them snow scrapers in Trinidad. You know, when you snow fall, you go and you scrape off your car with a scraper. There are them in Trinidad.
I don't think they need them.
You don't need them.
No.
Sometimes I imagine. All right, Volsang. Sometimes I imagine Eric was a visionary leader. What level of prosperity we will all be now enjoying? I think he had some good vision, man. AI again, boy, laugh out loud. Patty, all you better get with the program, you know. Go P&M go leave all you behind, you know. P&M go leave all you behind, you know. AI taking over the world, you know. Eh, Tommy?
Yeah.
AI taking over. You talking about AI again, boy, laugh out loud. You know, Tommy, it is interesting, eh? It's our next fella who does be in here too. But I ain't gonna call his name. He have a name similar to Tommy Joseph. Yeah? He does be talking about, hey, I don't want to think this AI thing, boy. I interested in, once I hear AI, I gone. That is what the P&M doing to them, you know.
Well, do you remember when soca came on the scene, another Calypsonian saying, boy, me ain't singing no soca, I the Calypsonian.
Correct is right.
When is that a suffer so?
But you sing all
As a matter of fact, that one who was protesting and he come and he make a soca called Sugar Boom Boom that wind up being the #1 seller.
Correct. It's the same thing.
That put so much food on the table.
But the PNM have them so confuggled. I make that up. Confuggled. That they're talking about AI, this, and all they better get with the program. Get with the program. Okay. I'm sure it's not only us buying from them. That's not the point. The point is we're dealing with corrupted companies that we haven't vetted. That is the problem.
Check this out.
Yes.
You have an asset, quote unquote asset, that you're trying to sell for so long now that whoever is gonna buy gonna make a profit with it or from it. You telling me that you rather just sit down and you make it operational so that you can get some kind of profit? If the other party who is gonna purchase it is gonna make a profit from it, and it's just sitting mothballed, you telling me that there's no way you can have it operational so that you can profit from it?
No, Tommy.
Is that logical? Am I talking a logical? Am I keeping a logical conversation, or am I talking crap?
No, Tommy. They rather make it sit down there and rotten, because they have to continue to let people think that the refinery was losing all this money. It was losing all this money. So look at it. You see there now? It's rotting.
The thing is that if people would only think, it would make all the difference in the world. But you just let them tell you any old thing. If it's no good for you, it's good for somebody else.
Correct is right. Correct is right. But Tommy, I just said that. Let me finish with the chat. I want to play this. I'm gonna have David Abdullah in here to talk about Petrochin. And I'm gonna play something here for you that from their Tuesday night thing. I'll play it just now. Let me get to this here. Slimy said Williams has surrounded himself with corrupt men and he let them overpower him and his policies. Eventually he gave up.
Yep.
Patty says, do you have any reason to say no? I don't know what that's for. PNM Fox says, Sean Douglas, Saturday, 15th of June, 2024. The Prime Minister said on June 14, corruption was widespread in Trinidad and Tobago, even reaching the clergy and MPs. As he laid the whistleblower bill 2022 in the House of Representatives, which he hoped will encourage people to expose wrongdoing in the private or public sector. You really think you could be a whistleblower in Trinidad and Tobago, Tommy?
It might be the last whistleblower.
Correct is right. You gonna be a whistleblower under this PNM government?
Blow your brains out.
You have to be a madman. Madness. And nobody want to be no whistleblower. After this PNM government have corrupted almost all, I'm saying this, almost all the independent institutions in Trinidad and Tobago, starting with the Integrity Commission.
I mean, think about it. A man who is upright and trying to do the right thing in life gives a sermon for New Year's Eve, comes out of the church, and that's his last.
Hold on a minute. Go ahead, Tommy, finish.
I mean, he gives a sermon New Year's Eve in a church. The country's under SOE. He comes out of the church, and that's it. That's it for him. He's over.
Done. It's done. And you go be a whistleblower, you had to be mad. Caller, welcome. Caller.
Good night, Uncle Tommy and Professor Street. Good
night, Mr. Carr.
Again, well, I know I just come here to the program about 10 minutes ago. I already say we're not talking to David, but again, all this information was
in the public domain. I don't want to let up too much because I don't know if it's a night you'll talk to him or when. But Anthony Paul has given a description of, and Anthony Paul is a energy consultant, recognized all over the world. He work in all in Africa, and this man had bring out some information. I think I did share the video when they had the on February 4th.
Yes,
when they had,
Mr. Carnage, I go try and play
yeah.
it tonight. I go try and play it.
Yeah, right. So I won't say no more. Whatever I say,
Yeah.
probably. All right, yeah, go ahead and play it.
Yeah,
all
man.
right, okay.
Yeah, I go try and play it to me.
Yeah, you back up on information, I know.
Huh?
You back up on editorials and information.
I know. Anthony Paul, I sent him a message today to come on the program. Right? After I heard what he said, I'm gonna try to play it here on off of the site because I couldn't cut it.
But Wall Street, what we have to do is get focused on disseminating the right information and not be sidetracked, because we falling behind.
No, I hear you. I agree with you. Let me do this. Let me see if I could play this one here. Yeah, I have a few editorials I have to play too.
Yeah, we behind, and it's in room for people like Patty and others to be just trying to corrupt the forum.
Let's listen to this.
UBOT, United British Oilfields of Trinidad Refinery, Point Fortin, which was the first refinery.
This is David Abdullah.
1908 or 1910 or thereabouts. And that, of course, UBOT was owned by Shell, but traded here in Trinidad and Tobago was United British Oilfields of Trinidad. And then in 1974, the government bought out Shell's refinery and it became Trintok. And later on, that refinery in Point Fortin was closed because the government bought Texaco and then operated just one refinery at Point There was also a very small refinery, more about a laboratory type refinery located in Santa Flora in the original BP oil fields, and later on was Trinidad Tesoro. But that was more, I think, of a laboratory operation to do a little bit of testing of the crude that BP and later Trinidad Tesoro, which then became Trintopec and later became part of Petrotrin, was. So that's just a little short history of refining in Trinidad and Tobago. So we have had refining for 100 years, from about 1908, 110 years until 2018, when the biggest refinery that we had, which was at Point Pierre, which was initially established by Leaseholds Limited. The Trinidad operation was Trinidad Leaseholds Limited. Leaseholds was a British company. And then Texaco bought out Leaseholds in 1958, if my memory serves me right, around that time. And then Texaco expanded that refinery to become a huge refinery, one of the 10 largest refineries at that time in the world, or 20 largest refineries in the world. It was refining up to about 360,000 barrels of oil a day. Texaco then no longer wanted a refinery operation in Trinidad. It was consolidating within the United States, and so gradually it ran down the refinery, and the government took it over in 1985. And the state company then downsized it, and at the time of its closure was about 170,000 barrels per day throughput capacity, although it may not have been actually running at 170,000 barrels per day. It was running at about 140 to 150,000 barrels a day consistently, not up to the full capacity. So that's a just brief history of refining operations. No longer have a refinery, and so Trinidad and Tobago, although we are one of the oldest oil producers in the world, never one of the largest ones, or one of the oldest oil producers in the world, and one of the oldest refiners in the world, are now importing bitumen for roads and also importing bunker fuel for ships to be used. So that with that brief history, Tony, thank you very much for joining us. And we have quite a few people in our
So that is it. Just giving you guys a little history of let me see if I can take this call.
Refining.
Caller, welcome. Caller.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I see a heavy on the issue of corruption. I didn't see you make any distinction, except that you have an emphasis on the government. It is my humble view that that is very unfortunate, because the kind of corruption that sometimes one can find in a country that has nothing to do with the government, and I say nothing, between brother and a brother, brother and a sister, niece, nephew, friend, neighbors, they come up and they cook up their own thing, and only when it gets sour, sometimes it go to the court, then they jump out. In other words, when the it hit the back of the fan, others in front could see it, smell it, and even be affected by it. I wouldn't ask if that is true. I know that one of your friends asked you just now to make a commitment, and you said yes, to get foreign observers or international observers. I'm not sure that will change the price of the coffee, but if it makes for comfort, then no problem. No problem at all. All right? You had a commitment with me and you didn't honor it. So I don't know if you will honor this one, but what we can do, watch, see, and listen. All right?
Thank you, caller.
But you see this corruption thing, based on where I pass and what I just have to deal with, this is across the board. This is not a government thing alone. This is not a government thing alone. And I could tell you so many different stories. You understand? In the profession that I have chosen, the hobby that I have chosen, being a football official. If I tell you stories, that I had to deal with and I had to face, it might have been different hadn't I given God that place in the center of my life. Because man meet here and tell everybody we need these 3 points, we need these 3 points on Thursday, boy. We could do for us, boy. Oh gosh, let me work out something there. I said, nah, boy, it have a God, boy. It have a God. You understand? And this is not something that happened once, and I'm speaking for me. I'm speaking for nobody else. All right? They've come to me on more than one occasion, different people. And I'm sure you probably, if you have some level of honesty, would know that sometimes in sports, these are the things that happen. It's common, not only in politics, not only in education, you understand? And all this is corruption too. But sometimes when somebody mentions corruption, unfortunately, in the mind of some, they only think of parliamentarian. And by the way, we fighting up and beating up, and when I say we are talking about we as part of the whole, not necessarily me, because I know what time it is. But we fighting up and beating about corruption in Jamaica and in Africa and in Europe when right here in our parliament, we heard from judges the kind of activities that was happening. And we have no issue with that. We have no problem with that. That's what politically motivated. And we have to get rid of this corrupt government and bring back a less corrupt one. Maybe that's how they might put it. I'm not supporting that. Maybe that's how they might put it. We got to bring back a less corrupt government. So if 10 people dead, well, look, that's all right. But if 20 people dead, no, that's not all right. Hey, let me come up with ways and means to help people to think outside the box so that we could fix the systems, so that if we move Harry, Paul must feel, I must not do that. I must not do that because the system is in place. But if we leave the system the same way, the same bloody stupidness we're going to be dealing with over and over.
Caller, thank you. Top of the hour.
Top of the hour.
Yeah, man. Thanks. I almost missed that there. Folks, we're going to go for a quick break. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. Miss Atlanta. Keep me in check there, boy. Oh, God. Thank you, Miss Atlanta. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you, and we're going to let's go to these videos, Tommy, because I don't want Tommy to get mad with me. Folks, I want you all to listen to this video here. Listen to this. This is an editorial. Is this an editorial, boy? Yeah, I think this is an editorial. Take a listen.
Addressing Trinidad and Tobago's drop on the 2024 Corruption Perception Index, an editorial by Professor Wall Street. The recent release of the 2024 Corruption Perception Index, CPI, by Transparency International has revealed that Trinidad and Tobago has dropped by 1 point, signaling a concerning stagnation in the fight against corruption. This decline, though seemingly minor, is a stark reminder of the persistent challenges the nation faces in fostering transparency, accountability, and good governance. While the country has made some efforts to address corruption, the latest CPI results underscore the need for more robust and systemic reforms. Here are 10 reasons why Trinidad and Tobago may have experienced this decline, along with a call to action for meaningful change. 1. Slow progress on anti-corruption legislation. Despite promises, key anti-corruption legislation, such as the Procurement Reform Bill and campaign finance regulations, remain stalled or inadequately enforced. This lack of progress undermines public trust and creates opportunities for corrupt practices. 2. Weak enforcement of existing laws. Even where laws exist, enforcement is often inconsistent. High-profile corruption cases frequently face delays, are dismissed on technicalities, or result in minimal consequences, sending a message that corruption is tolerated. 3. Lack of transparency in public procurement. Public procurement processes remain opaque, with allegations of bid rigging, favoritism, and inflated contracts. Without open and competitive bidding systems, corruption T5. 4. Political interference in institutions. Independent institutions tasked with combating corruption, such as the Integrity Commission and the Police Service, often face political interference, limiting their effectiveness and eroding public confidence. 5. Inadequate whistleblower protections. Whistleblowers play a critical role in exposing corruption, but inadequate protections leave them vulnerable to retaliation. This discourages individuals from coming forward with vital information. 6. Perception of elite impunity. The public perceives that wealthy and politically connected individuals often escape accountability for corrupt acts. This perception fuels cynicism and undermines faith in the justice system. 7. Inefficiencies in the judicial system. A backlog of cases and slow judicial processes delay corruption trials, often for years. This inefficiency allows perpetrators to evade justice and perpetuates a culture of impunity. Debt. Limited access to information. The lack of a robust freedom of information FOI framework hinders journalists, civil society, and citizens from accessing critical data needed to hold public officials accountable. 9. Corruption in law enforcement. Allegations of bribery and misconduct within law enforcement agencies further erode trust in institutions meant to uphold the rule of law. 9. Public apathy and normalization of corruption. Over time, corruption has become normalized in some sectors of society, with citizens resigned to its prevalence. This apathy reduces pressure on leaders to implement meaningful reforms. 10. A call to action. The drop in Trinidad and Tobago's CPI score is not just a number, it is a reflection of systemic issues that demand urgent attention. To reverse this trend, the government must prioritize the following actions. Accelerate legislative reforms. Pass and enforce long-pending anti-corruption laws, including procurement reform and campaign finance regulations. Strengthen institutions. Ensure independent bodies like the Integrity Commission are free from political interference and adequately resourced. Enhance transparency. Implement open contracting systems and improve access to information to empower citizens and civil society. Protect whistleblowers. Establish robust mechanisms to safeguard those who expose corruption. Engage the public. Foster a culture of accountability by educating citizens about their rights and the importance of combating corruption. In conclusion, Trinidad and Tobago has the potential to be a regional leader in governance and transparency, but this requires political will, institutional reforms, and active citizen participation. The 2024 CPI score is a wake-up call, a reminder that the fight against corruption is far from over. It is time for decisive action to restore trust, uphold integrity, and build a brighter future for all citizens.
There you have it, Tommy.
Yep, there
My
it is.
editorial. And as you know, Tommy, did I say we don't bring no solutions, right? We don't bring no solutions. Yes, solutions in there too as well. We tired bring solutions.
Absolutely.
You see, we bring solutions to the table. You know, and I mean, you know, with something as important as corruption, you will think that this government. Let me take this call. Mover Defender, welcome. Yo. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What you really mean? Not googly gok.
Googly gok?
Yeah.
Well, I will say it's garbage.
And what do you mean not garbage?
That is a higher form of
Same
garbage.
thing.
That is a higher form of garbage.
Okay. What you want googly gok garbage you just left play on the air and national air worship. What you say the corruption index is judged by a private family of a court case, and it had some corruption in the case. That what the index is about?
No, I know it's about.
What you know, man? What you I know you say you don't send some people here, but what you that's how to do the right thing, eh? I was some help on this. What should we can't allow those kind of madness to be spewed on the air without saying anything about it? Because the wrong thing people might think we are not voters too. What should we cannot allow that?
Wait, no, what exactly you're talking about?
What should you just say a call and say when the perception index of corruption, we were just thinking the government alone. Watch it. So who do people talking about?
Mover Defender, you really and truly go really take that into consideration, man.
No, what you are saying. I don't want to remember the people say you didn't say anything about it. They say silence is consent.
No, but sometimes you know we have a saying here. We have a saying here.
No, Uncle Tommy said don't run behind every car.
Yeah, we're not backing at every car door. We're not backing at every car
I
door.
understand all that, and what you know, I don't respond to that person. Yeah. You know, out of all your callers who don't respond to that person is me. Yeah. But we cannot allow that to be spoken on the airways, if you as an intelligent man, right, having an argument with a stupid person, somebody from the outside the world can believe of you, you are also stupid. So watch it, somebody listening to your program must just hop into stations and hear that, and you didn't say anything about it, worship will turn off from that station. Think about what I'm saying, you know.
No, but listen,
We
yeah.
don't on every card, but that's something we cannot allow to be spewed on the airways Wall Street.
Yeah, but Mova Defender, I'm being honest with you. I am not interested in answering every single thing that fella talk about. You understand? Because he
Watch it. I think that's what you're saying. I think you can get what I'm saying.
No, I understand what you're saying.
We cannot allow it, watch. You're not saying don't respond to it. You cannot allow it. Enjoy your stay and I don't
Yeah. I sorry, but I'm not gonna I mean, you entitled to your opinion.
We have a forum here where we don't censor anybody.
Yeah. You're entitled to your opinion.
But
and you know your opinion.
All we ask is that the audience think.
Yeah, that is it. You know, I mean, if I have his opinion, and you know, his opinion is his opinion. You know what I mean?
But we know when people in the audience think, and they really think about what's being said, they would draw their appropriate conclusion.
Yeah. When intelligent people hear those type of statements, they come to their conclusions. You understand? They come to their conclusions. You know, I mean, it's not everything we have to answer.
And we don't censor.
Yeah, no. We ain't censoring people. We ain't doing that. We have said that over and over, and we keep into that.
What we have to do is to disseminate information that would make the audience think correctly.
Yeah, I mean, there's also a saying: if you think education is expensive, try ignorance.
Try ignorance.
Yeah. You know, some things. Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Florida.
Good night, I give this answer, Mr. Tommy. Yeah, Mr. Answer, you know, I was listening to what you were saying too, but you see, sometimes the uneducated, when you're trying to educate them and they don't take the education, it's better you just leave them alone. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. Sometimes you have to, you know, you have to leave people to make a fool of themselves. You know,
I understand what Mova Defender saying too, eh?
No, I understand, but go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Go ahead, Mr. Anderson.
No, I just this is how we does operate. It's not everything, right? We go back at. I'm being honest. Some things we hear and we just keep it moving. It's simple. You understand? Because when you hear when you hear certain type of comments, sometimes it doesn't even worth your time. You know. Let me tell you this. I just say this. No, let me don't say that. I ain't gonna say that. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Anselm. So, Kunji, I'm waiting to hear good contribution. You know, there's always a good contribution. Call in, let me hear you. All right, Mr. Anselm.
Yeah, man.
I'm listening.
Yeah, you know, dear. I sometimes you gotta let people, you know. Oh, wait, not Tommy. No, Tommy. Read on the screen there.
Yeah.
No, and that's what it is, you know. Sometimes you just have to let people, you know, talk and make a fool of themselves. And that's why I say that's why we do quotes in here, and we do all kind of things. And this quote is very relevant. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. You understand? So when you know that, you just let people make a contribution and you keep it moving. That is it. That is it. So boy, Nigeria and yeah, Nigeria say you let it be, otherwise you be just like them. Correct. Correct. I mean, what did Dr. Williams say again?
Let the bray.
Oh God. Yeah. you know, you know, all it ain't easy behind the mic, it ain't easy, But folks, we have another we want you all to listen to this. Today we playing plenty videos. We playing plenty videos tonight because now, Tommy, the SRC, right? The Minister of Finance come out and say, well, by the end of the month, everybody getting fixed. You understand? The government getting fixed.
Before he didn't have the money. Before he didn't have the money to fix nobody.
Nah. Now we have money.
Who's gonna fix the governance, and then we're gonna fix everybody else.
Yeah, we're gonna fix everybody else. Now, let me show you. I want to show you when you talk about if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Watch this, eh? You know what's sad, Tommy? It is sad when we make certain quotes in here that people make us look like if we understand the whole thing and we are very good at what we say and how we operate it. Tommy, you read this quote. Read this quote. And Mr. Intellectual, thank you very much. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh.
That's correct.
Listen, Tommy, you read this. Tommy, you read this one here. If you think education is, Tommy, wait. We just said, if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Read the quote now, Tommy.
He says, GM makes good contribution. Wall Street, you never correct Kunji and Brooklyn lies.
You see? If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. It is sad when them guys just prove us to be correct 99.9% of the time, It's sad. It's just sad. But anyway, folks, I want you all to listen to this. Listen to this.
Finance Minister says new salaries for state officials from this month. The Finance Minister has confirmed that the improved salaries for parliamentarians and other public officials, as recommended by the Salaries Review Commission, SRC, would come into force this month. Asked if the country has the money to pay the higher salaries and the back pay that would come with accepting the SRC recommendation, Imbert said, "Well, I would think so." The implementation of the new salaries was announced initially through a circular by the Comptroller of Accounts issued on January 24, 2025. When asked yesterday if he could confirm that they will receive their higher salaries in this month's pay cycle, the Finance Minister yesterday said, "This is what I understand from the Comptroller of Accounts." He admitted to having been made aware of the development in the newspaper. In November 2024, the Prime Minister was steadfast with the Cabinet's decision to accept the SRC's 120th report. Since then, there have been criticisms from some quarters questioning the timing of the pay raise and whether it is deserved. However, Minister Imbert did not entertain that topic. Asked what message he had for people who would not be happy with this development, Imbert said, "I don't have a message. You asked me whether the circular was accurate. It is. I prefer not to get into that discussion that has been properly ventilated by the Prime Minister on many occasions." He did seek to underscore that politicians are not the only people set to benefit. There will be about 900 persons, including the judges, permanent secretaries, chairmen of commissions. It's a process, he explained. According to the report, the Prime Minister's salary will be $80,000 from October 1st, 2020 to September 30th, 2023, and $87,847 from October 1st, 2023. The opposition leader's salary will rise from $29,590 per month to $47,500 from October 1st, 2020, and then to $52,159 from October 1st, 2023. Speaking on Tuesday at her party's headquarters in Chaguanas, Kamla Prasad-Bisesar said the United National Congress, UNC, had no choice but to accept the government's decision. People said to me, Kamla, why you all don't take it? I am being told we can't do that. It's not ours. It's not for us to do. We can't do anything about it. Normally we debate it in Parliament. We will go the left side, the right side, all sides, and the public would have a good view, she explained. In December 2024, leader of government business, Camille Robinson Regis, explained to Guardian Media that the report would only have been debated if there were any changes or amendments to it. On Tuesday, Prasad-Bisesar accused the government of being cowards and hypocrites by avoiding parliamentary approval. She said it was a slap in the face of the working class. The opposition leader also reiterated her accusation that the Prime Minister accepted the pay raise to prepare for his retirement and life outside of politics. Speaking on Stuart Young, Prasad-Bisesar said, "The Prime Minister has anointed his successor, and if that person serves one day as Prime Minister, that person will get for the rest of his life the salary of $87,000 per month, which is the increased salary. Whether he serves 1 hour or 1 day for the rest of his life, he is entitled to that $87,000 for the rest of his life." More than $150 million in back pay will be distributed to 118 of the offices reviewed.
Hear that, Tommy? Hear that?
Yep.
And them people and them PNM people, they're happy with that. No problem. Caller, welcome.
Yeah, good night, Professor Wall Street. Good night, Uncle Tommy. Good night, everyone. Just want to be quick.
Good night.
Listen to Gordon, my brother Gordon. And, you know, as I say, Gordon Maloney, Joseph, Tommy Joseph, bigger brother, and he my younger brother. You know, the fact is, when I heard Gordon talking about football and goalposts, and everybody has to contribute, but these are serious times, man. And when Gordon talks about family and it's not the government, the transparency index is about the government. When you don't have proper procurement procedures that have been watered down, you're going to have issues in transparency. When you have Colm Imbert having appealed a legitimate claim by the Auditor General for initially losing, or not losing, but misplacing, and cannot explain properly, $750 million, which was originally $3 billion. And then you appeal it all the way to the Privy Council, and the Privy Council tells you you should be investigated. That affects transparency. When you have Keith Rowley buying 2 apartments where his wife is the conveyancer, as a lawyer, I'm sorry to get Mrs. Rowley involved, but buy it below the market price for Inez Gate and doesn't report it on his Form B, and his daughter buys an apartment 18 or 19 months after below the market price, and Alan Warner's son borrows a loan for 1.5 million and sells that below market price. That is spells of problem. But I just want to say one thing. When Gordon was talking, and I'm going straight to Gordon, because I just want to quote this. You ever hear about the fable of the lion was the king, the tiger and the donkey arguing? The tiger and the donkey was arguing. You ever hear that fable, Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street?
Yeah.
Let me just repeat it quickly, and I'll leave you with that, because the story of the tiger and the donkey arguing about the color of the grass is a classic tale that illustrates the wisdom of not arguing with a fool. I'm sorry to call Gordon a fool, but you understand? Your axe, behold it, Gordon. I'm sorry, my brother. We had to wake up and smell the coffee here. I ain't trying to go at you personally, but I had to go at you until you got us wake up. Here's a quote from a tiger and a donkey disputed about the color of the grass. The tiger said it was green, and the donkey said it was blue. They argued and argued until they finally went to the king lion to settle the matter. The king lion listened to both sides and then asked the tiger, "Why do you say the grass is green?" Well, the tiger said, "Because it's green, your majesty." The king lion then asked the donkey,
And why do you say the grass is blue? The donkey replied, because I say so, your majesty. The king lion thought for a moment and then said, the tiger is right and the grass is indeed green. But when he turned to the tiger and said, however, you are also wrong because you argue with it a fool. And with that, the king lion punished the tiger. The tale teaches, and this is from Mova Defender, that arguing, and I'm sorry, Gordon, you understand me? But you come with some foolishness tonight. Fool is pointless and can even lead to trouble, as the saying goes. So, Professor Wall Street, good night. Uncle Tommy, good night.
Yeah, man.
Trinidad and Tobago's serious problems.
Yeah.
Don't argue when people commit foolishness.
Thank
Facts are facts. You cannot. I tell people in Trinidad and Tobago, and this is what people don't want to wake up and smell the coffee. Not because they're pouring urine in your mouth and calling it sparkling wine. It's sparkling wine. It's urine. That's what we have to wake up. Trinidad and Tobago is in serious trouble. Financially, socially, morally, we are in trouble. And something have to change, Gordon and folks. Either we continue, because Gordon, you say, let's come up with a solution. But the first solution is you got to get rid of the problem. And the problem is the Rowley administration, Colm Imbert and company. And you have to bring the at least some legislation to deal with the other people who might have to give the other people a chance. Have a good night.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
You do the right thing.
Yeah, man.
You don't always walk back at everything that passes.
Yeah, cool.
You do the right thing, Professor Wall Street. Good night.
Best. Yeah, you see, Tommy, we are bringing information to the public about the Corruption Perception Index. This is valuable information, you know.
And this is the information age.
Yeah, listen, this is information I teach in the class, right? About corruption. The Corruption Index, Perception Index, is for the whole world, right? So when you have a person coming and talking about football and on the field and things like that, I mean,
Listen, you just listen and keep it moving.
yeah, you just listen and keep it moving, man. You really can't, respond to something like that. It didn't make no sense. It didn't make no sense. So, folks, I want you to listen to this. You see, the PNM have a philosophy that they could fool you, especially when an election is coming. So they come with these election gimmicks, and it's gimmick after gimmick after gimmick. Oh, I was saying fet after fet after fet after fet. Is I was saying that, Tommy?
Yep.
It's gimmick after gimmick after gimmick after gimmick.
You see, these things worked in the past.
Correct.
And it will continue to work unless it's been called out and
correct.
Broken down.
Absolutely correct. So they have had a roadmap. They have had an election manifesto. In that manifesto, they say, all right, 3 months before election, we had to fool them and get them all kind of thing they didn't have for 4 years. Get them, just get them. Come with all kind of gimmicks. Gimmick here, gimmick there. Let's go and let's start young walking Mova Lavantil East. Walking with a whole set of black people all in a sudden. And are doing something on that too, eh? All in a sudden, start young walking in Mova Lavantil East. Right?
But didn't his successor do that too?
Tommy, I tell you, you're too bright, you know. You're too bright.
I too bright?
I keep telling you that. I don't play that Kurt Allen song too bright. You're too bright.
You see, and they know if something works and it worked before, it's likely it will work again.
Tommy, Prime Minister Rowley walked into Makak Lavantil in 2011 when the building burned down.
This I know.
And he never visited again after then. Never. All of a sudden, Stuart Young walking him over Lavantil East. All of a sudden, and taking all kind of pictures. Right? One set of black pictures, and it's them is the same people that look like them who he call termites and pests.
Little pothounds.
Potongs, correct. Thank you. Potongs, like potongs and termites. You understand? Now he want them vote, them termites and potongs vote. You know, boy. But, you know, something got to be wrong with our people, you know.
Yeah, because he talk about a Johnny Come Lately. He's a Johnny Come Lately talking about their Johnny Come Latelys parking at your potings like potongs.
Like potongs. He will never ever to live down that. Never. Never. And I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing now. I'm gonna tell you, you see all them pictures he have walking up in Lavantel East, move on Lavantel East. I'm going and put the audio with him calling them potongs and termites on it. Yeah, yeah. Them fellas and them too evil, boy. Evil. I tell all you, you know, them fellas and them, the devious, heinous, iniquitous, malicious, nefarious, and unscrupulous. That is them. But listen to the PNM election gimmick. Listen to this. Listen to this. Boy, you think they're easy? They ain't easy, you know.
Grassroots Initiatives, or PNM election gimmick, a critical look at the PNM's newfound focus, an editorial by Professor Wall Street, the recent announcement by the Minister of Sport and Community Development to prioritize grassroots initiatives has sparked a wave of skepticism among citizens and political analysts alike. While the initiative, as reported by the Trinidad Express, aims to empower local communities and foster development from the ground up, it is hard to ignore the timing and context of this sudden shift in focus. The People's National Movement, PNM, which has been in office for a decade, is now turning its attention to grassroots efforts, raising questions about the sincerity of this move. Here are 10 reasons why this can be considered an election gimmick rather than a genuine commitment to community development. 1. Timing is suspect. With general elections looming, the sudden emphasis on grassroots initiatives appears to be a calculated move to win over voters who have long felt neglected by the government. 2. Decade of neglect. After 10 years in power, the PNM's newfound interest in grassroots development raises eyebrows. Why now, after years of inaction, has this become a priority? 3. Lack of long-term planning. The initiative seems to lack a comprehensive, long-term strategy. It appears more like a quick fix to address immediate political needs rather than a sustainable plan for community development. 4. Political rhetoric. The language used in the announcement is heavy on promises, but light on specifics. This is a common tactic used by politicians to create an illusion of action without committing to concrete steps. 5. Resource allocation. There is no clear indication of how resources will be allocated or where the funding for these initiatives will come from. This lack of transparency fuels skepticism about the government's intentions. 6. Historical precedent. The PNM has a history of making grand promises during election cycles, only to abandon them once the votes are counted. This pattern undermines the credibility of their current initiatives. 7. Community distrust. Many communities have expressed distrust towards the government due to years of unfulfilled promises. This initiative is seen by some as another empty gesture rather than a genuine effort to address their needs. 8. Focus on optics. The announcement was made with significant media fanfare, suggesting that the government is more concerned with the appearance of action rather than the action itself. 9. Lack of community involvement. True grassroots initiatives require active participation and input from the communities they aim to serve. There is little evidence that this has been sought or incorporated into the plan. 10. Election cycle pattern. This move fits a familiar pattern where governments suddenly become attentive to the needs of the people as elections approach, only to revert to neglect once the political pressure subsides.
In conclusion, while the idea of prioritizing grassroots development is commendable, the context and execution of this initiative suggests that it may be more about political survival than genuine community empowerment. The PNM must demonstrate a consistent and transparent commitment to these initiatives if they are to be taken seriously by the electorate. Otherwise, this will be remembered as just another election gimmick in a long history of political maneuvering.
So there you have it, folks. Tom, you get two tonight, boy. Yeah, there you have it. Straightforward. All of a sudden, the PNM now talking about grassroots. All right. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yeah, another election gimmick. Another election gimmick. You know? Tommy, I want you to read this. Wait now. Tommy, I don't remember, Tommy. Did this fella disrespect us here before? Is this the fellow who disrespect us?
Hold on.
I want to remember. Didn't I ask him to apologize before he comes back?
I think so.
You think it's him?
Was it him?
I'm trying to figure out. All right, boss, Ambrose, you have to apologize for the language you used last time, or else I'm blocking you. If you don't apologize, that will be a last comment. I'm sure it's him, you know. But I want to give him the opportunity to apologize. Apologize, right? Or else I'm going to block you again. Okay? Here we go. Plain Palace. Who's that boy? Plain Palace arrived in Trinidad. I don't know who that is. Huh? Plain Paris, where you from? No, Ambrose, you use some disrespectful statement last time when you were here. And I told you to apologize. And you didn't apologize. Are you going to apologize or not? I'm giving you the opportunity to apologize. You know? It's up to you. So it's your choice. Your move. Yeah, Tommy. So, Tommy, when we look at the things that are happening, right? And these things that are all factual things, the corruption perception index, we didn't make that up.
Nope.
Okay. We didn't make that up. Okay. We didn't make that up. Right? We simply do our homework. Right? And that was it. And people may be upset that we do our homework. We don't just come just so and make things up. We are not good at that. Yeah, we're not good at that. So here we have a voice note.
Yeah. Well, I guess the bottom line is, you see all those who call in or message and say good things about the UNC and about the opposition and so on, they are intelligent and they are wise and they are educated. And let them talk for 15 minutes, for 10 minutes, for 7 minutes, for 5 minutes. Let them call about 4, 5, 6 times, no problem, no problem. But anybody who talking anything negative against those, the dotish, they're foolish, they are asleep, they're living under a rock, etc., etc., etc. That is okay. That is okay. All I know is that ever so often what I do is I quote. So me I tell you anything that come up in my head, or because I like this one or I don't like that one, I quote. Okay? Think about it. So you could help me, that is all right. You could call me all kind of thing. Just please don't call me collect. Yeah?
All right.
So Tommy, the COP appears to going to be linking up with the UNC.
Yep.
And
for another episode.
For another episode. Take a listen to this.
COP leader eyes alliance with UNC. Coalition is a must. 4 days after Congress of the People, COP leader Prakash Ramadar signaled his intention to contest the upcoming general elections. He is gearing up to form a coalition with the United National Congress, UNC. The alliance, Ramadar said, must be done swiftly as time is already against them. Coalition is a must, Ramadar told Guardian Media yesterday during an interview at his party's new headquarters in Kurep. It's not about power, it's about the position of authority to make real all the things you dream about. So therefore, the negotiations will be crucially important. He said teaming up with the UNC is the only way they can defeat the PNM at the 2025 polls. During a press conference on Saturday, Ramadar admitted that the COP was not bound by a Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, with the National Transformation Alliance headed by Gary Griffith and HOPE's leader Timothy Hamill-Smith that they had entered into. COP's former interim leader Kirk Sinnett had entered into the MOU last December with the two political parties. Griffith criticized Ramadar for announcing the MOU without first contacting the other parties. Stating that the COP has been building capacity and strength, Ramadar denied that he recently made secret deals with UNC's political leader Kamla Persad Bisesar to contest the St. Augustine seat on a COP ticket. Kamla Persad Bisesar and I have had no discussions on a coalition in any form or fashion, much less about what seats are to be available to the COP. Let us put that to rest. How could I have secret meetings, he asked, stating that he recently re-entered the political arena. There have been no backroom dealings or deals being cut. We are not about that, Ramadar insisted. The COP has yet to decide how many seats it should contest. Ramadar, an attorney, won the St. Augustine seat in 2010 for the People's Partnership. In 2015, he captured 12,606 votes on a COP ticket to become St. Augustine MP. The UNC has already screened Khadija Amin for the St. Augustine seat, who went up unopposed but has not been named by Persad Bisesar as yet. Questioned how soon he intended to have discussions with Persad Bisesar, Ramadar said, "There will come a moment, a threshold, and I think we are approaching that. When I feel confident and reintroduce my party to the public first of all. After then, COP's General Secretary Ralph Hunter will send a letter to the UNC and other players to have a meeting on how we shall proceed." He said they have to move with alacrity. On Monday, Ramadar said another political party had approached the COP to join them. Persad Bisesar said on Tuesday that the proposed coalition with PEP, Love and trade union leaders continues to be a work in progress. She said the UNC will not work with Griffith, who has been too disrespectful to her executive.
Audio.
Yeah, sorry about that. Mr. Intellectual have an interesting statement here. This is interesting. This is very interesting. I am sure that Mr. Maloney never reported the people who tried to get him to do corrupt things in football games. Never heard that anyone got locked up for that. Think about that, Tommy. If you're not part of the solution, then
you're part of the problem. And if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything.
So here we have a man who talks about God, right? And the Bible. And they came to you with a corrupted activity for you to get involved. And what did you do, Tommy? What did he do?
Nothing.
There we go. There
So
we go.
he's just as guilty as they are.
Just as guilty as they are. And that is a man who talking about the Bible all the time. Well, you see, Mr. Intellectual, you are absolutely correct, you know. You see, Tommy? You see? Right? They come to you to do corrupted activity. Right? You say no. And then you know what you did? You kept it to
Nothing.
yourself.
And
Nothing.
Instead of filing a report.
Yeah, nothing. You did absolutely nothing. And then you want to come and tell people what the Bible. What does the Bible say about that, Tommy? I wonder if the Bible says anything about that. Let me see. Mr. Intellectual, what does the Bible say about that? Let me ask the Bible. Let me see if I could, if it says anything about what does the Bible say about not reporting corrupt activities. I'll try that one. Corrupt activities. Activities. TIES. That's plenty, boy. Hold on, eh? Listen to this. Ephesians 5:11 have nothing to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness, but rather expose them. Have nothing to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness, but rather expose them.
When we try to expose darkness, we bashing the government.
Yeah, you're bashing the government. You're bashing the government. PNM folks say, who's stopping Kamala from working in those communities? Yeah, we bashing the government. Corona, bet you all don't know UK is the most corrupted place in the world.
And that means that it's okay for us to be.
No, but Tommy, we just put up the corruption perception index.
No, but since he thinks that means that it's okay for Trinidad to be the most corrupt, be just as corrupt.
I don't get that. I don't understand that. Listen to this next one. Corruption perception and corruption actuality are two different things, sir. Stop falling for propaganda pieces. Tommy, wait, he actually typed that by? Slimy, go back in your hole. Go back in your hole. Go in that hole where you and Gordon was in just now. Go back in your hole.
You don't know what is said about perception.
Oh God. Go back in your hole. He says perception versus reality. Look, we piano friend Altia come. Altia, how you doing? Nope. What she say?
Nope, not them people. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. No way.
Who's she talking about?
She knows what she's talking about.
Yeah, and I don't know, you know.
Hey.
The man say, folks, put your closing comments in the chat and send your closing voice note. Look, he send another voice note. Tommy, wait a minute now. You hear that fella talk about we just give people 7 and 8 minutes to talk? That's why.
Somebody.
All right. Okay. No, we don't have to address it.
Okay.
No, just
Based on your understanding and the 6.5 others, have you said that the UNC been perfect? They had no corruption. Everything was nice. They lived just outside of heaven's gates and everything was good and nice. Have you? So you didn't have nothing to expose and nothing to talk about? Is they clean and clear? They have nothing right now to deal with in the courts and so on? You're talking about staying away from corrupt people? What I did, I am satisfied what I did. You might feel that I should have done more. I didn't think that there was any need to go to police or anything like that because I am familiar with the system. But I dealt with the man, and it is quite possible that he ain't going by no referee again because he'll say, nah, boy, I can't get through this, boy. All right, so it's an opinion. It's your opinion if you feel I didn't do enough. But I know it's more than that. I know it's more than that. I know it is a love-hate thing. You hate PNM, and if you feel it have anybody who support PNM, anything they do, you will find something to grab at it. And that is why I come up with the description. The barrel have a hole because all the bloody only scratching the bottom with steel. Scratching the bottom with steel. It get a hole. Oh gosh, give me a fig to eat now.
Oh God. Don't Oh God. Oh God. I'll just talking about UNC partnership. Capitan, how are you going? Yes, Capitan. Slimy, UNC set up that corruption perception to make PNM look bad.
Exactly.
That is a PNM corruption. That's a UNC corruption perception index.
That's right.
Yeah, that's a UNC corruption perception index. But Tommy, they could do what they want, right? We here at WZYE put the corruption index out into the atmosphere with respect to radio stations in Trinidad and Tobago. Now you can go to the corruption perception index and see where Trinidad and Tobago rank in the Caribbean. Go and see. Don't take, and as a matter of fact, we show it to you. Don't take our word for it. Go and see. You think the rest of the money Mugabe station, the pastor with the internet search engine, them go show you that? Think we go show you that? Eh?
No way.
As we say here, right? It's all about. Go ahead, Tommy.
We originate.
We originate. We don't imitate. And we are here to make you think. Think. You may not like it. You may hate it, but it's the truth. And the truth does offend. Let me get this one before we go. Let me get this fella here. I'll just get it quickly. Where did I put it? I have to put this in a different place. Jeff Bezos. I want you all to listen to Jeff Bezos. You can't make these things up. You know, so folks, put your closing comments in the chat and send your closing voice notes. Right? I want you all to listen to what Jeff Bezos says, the gazillionaire. Here he is. Listen to Jeff Bezos. This is not WZYE or Uncle Tommy or Professor Wall Street. This is the gazillionaire Jeff Bezos. Take a listen.
We humans are not really truth-seeking animals. We are social animals.
Yeah, we are.
And, you know, take you back in time 10,000 years and you're in a small village. If you go along to get along, you can survive. You can procreate. If you're the village truth teller, you might get clubbed to death in the middle of the night. Truths are often, they don't want to be heard because important truths can be uncomfortable, they can be awkward, they can be exhausting,
impolite,
yes,
all that kind of stuff.
Challenging. They can make people defensive, even if that's not the intent. But any high-performing organization, whether it's a sports team, a business, a political organization, an activist group, I don't care what it is, any high-performing organization has to have mechanisms and a culture that supports truth-telling.
That's what we do here. We have a mechanism for truth-telling. Yeah, and PNM Fox, Guyana is ranked 10th, 11th, excuse me, with respect to corruption in the Caribbean. The least corrupted country is Barbados. The most corrupted is Haiti. Haiti is last, Guyana is second to last, and Trinidad is third to last. Yeah? So there you have it. Yeah, but we read out the facts for you. We told you all the countries that were corrupted. Yeah, but Tommy, it's funny, eh? They go only look at Guyana now and say, hey, yeah, boy, Ghana was than Trinidad. Yeah? Look at Guyana. Guyana more oil than Trinidad now, they was than Trinidad. Slimy. Barbados is the least corrupted Caribbean country, Caribbean island, Caribbean country, whatever you want to say, least corrupted. That's not what we make up, Tommy. We didn't make that up.
Nope. Even Jamaica is perceived less corrupt than us.
Correct is right. Jamaica. I mean, in corruption, this is what you call, we are scraping the bottom of the corruption barrel. Trinidad and Tobago under Prime Minister Rowley. The facts are there.
We second.
Yeah, Tommy, let me see if they talk about that on the Mugabe station. Let me see if they talk about the Petrojam corruption on the Mugabe station. Let me see. Yeah? Slimy, do yourself a favor. Who made the list? What are the objectives?
Do they do some research?
A little homework, man. Yeah, a little homework. Just like we did.
Go to Google and find out.
Go to Google, type in corruption perception.
You don't have to type, you can just talk.
Yeah, you can talk. You don't have to type in, talk.
You don't have to type, just say what you want.
Say what you want, Slimy, and you'll get it.
Ask what you want to know.
Just ask what you want to know. Tell them, give you the Corruption Perception Index for 2024, CPI. You just learned something here, Slimy. What have you learned on them other programs? You just learned about the Corruption Perception Index here. He's telling us to do homework. Lord.
We did the work already for you.
You think it's easy? It ain't easy, you know. It ain't easy. Then you're so right. He doesn't know, and he doesn't know that he doesn't know.
He doesn't want to know that he doesn't know.
Yeah, he doesn't know that he doesn't know. Even though he doesn't know. And now he knows that he still wants to know that even though he knows that he really doesn't know. And he don't want to know that he doesn't know. It's propaganda. All right. Folks, we're going to go for that break, and when we come back, we're going to wrap up. What, boy? The man said the Corruption Perception Index is propaganda, boy.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, put your closing comments in the chat and send your closing voice notes. Yeah, so Tommy, we want to think that tonight we brought forward the Corruption Perception Index. And folks, What you need to do is to go look at the Corruption Perception Index, CPI Index, by transparency.org. Go to transparency.org and look up the Corruption Perception Index. And you'll see for yourself. You'll see the countries that are least corrupted. You see the countries that are most corrupted. You know, always, Somalia was always considered to be the bottom of the ladder. You know, now it's South Sudan was always in teaching my class, always, right? And this is important. This is important for us, right? We need our country to be. We need to get better than Barbados is 22, Tommy. Little Barbados is 22.
We are 82nd.
82nd. We 82nd. You know how far away we from Barbados? And all right, Tommy, Barbados under the IMF, right? But are we going under the IMF? Eh? Let us talk about all Barbados under the IMF. Maybe we should go under the IMF and we go get less corrupted. All right. So, folks, let me give my closing quote. It's sad, but no, that's not it.
It's Thursday. Good morning, God. Today is Thursday, Father, February 13th. Before anything else, I turn my heart to you in gratitude. Thank you for the gift of life, for another day that rises as proof of your love. I feel your presence renewing my hope and strengthening my heart, and that fills me with peace and confidence. Knowing that you are with me gives me the courage to move forward, no matter what comes my way. Lord, take my hand and guide my steps. Give me strength to overcome challenges, wisdom to make the best decisions, and patience to wait for your perfect timing. If difficulties arise, remind me that I am never alone. If doubts try to shake my faith, fill my heart with certainty that your plans are greater than mine. Bless my home, my family, and all those I love. May I be a reflection of your kindness, sharing love and peace wherever I go. Let my words bring comfort, my actions inspire hope, and my faith be a testimony of your presence in my life. I surrender this day to you, Lord, trusting in your care and perfect will. Amen.
From where I sit, this is it. The clock on the wall said that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. Go ahead, Tommy.
Yep, what we do is what we do for love, because of love of country. And I'll start off by saying what we once enjoyed and deeply loved, we can never lose. For all that we love deeply becomes part of us. Like I always say, you, Mr. or lady in the mirror, you have to become that change that you want to see. However, if you look in that mirror and you don't like what you see, then you cannot blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up. Love you all. Be safe out there. We'll see you on Sunday, God willing, political platform. Good
Thank
night.
you, Tommy. Your partner said what you need to do is Trinidad CPI during 2010, 2015. You go back a decade, Tommy. Leon Adams, welcome. Wall Street is alleged
You know what I suggest he does?
Huh?
I would suggest he does that and present that to us next time.
Yeah, Tommy. I mean, Tommy, we give you information. We made you think. Think. That's what we do here.
Yeah, and if you want to present what happened in 2010 to 2015,
go back and get it.
And do the research and present it.
It's open there. It's open.
Nobody's blocking you.
Nobody. Leon Adams says Wall Street is alleged that Gordon is being paid by the PNM to come on your program to defend them, but he only making himself a fool, a total fool. All right. Nah, I think Gordon getting paid. If Gordon getting paid, he doing a horrible job. All right. Here is his closing voice note.
My closing comments. Jump high, jump low. Walk fast, walk slow. There are things that you know, but you don't want to deal with. And if somebody else deal with it, you hate them. Tell me something I say that is not true. By the way, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting on my Chumakian friend to tell me that yes, I did lie, and he will prove where I did lie about the moving of the goalposts. I'm waiting. I'm not giving up on that because I feel he could be a man to his word because he gave a man his word just now. All right? So we continue. We continue everything about PNM bad and yeah. Yeah, Mr. What they call you, intellectual and whoever they call, wherever they call them. I tell all you something, eh? A lot of times I quote. I ain't coming up here and saying what I feel and what I think and insinuate and insinuate. No. I quote what the judge and them say, what the court say. You understand? And I know that you all do that too. So the Privy Council say, how come he's not investigated? Well, I see all they twist that all how. They never say he is to be in. They say, how come he's not investigated? Did the investigation have to do with money or his conduct? Because I personally disagree with his conduct. I find his conduct could have been different, better, in my opinion. All right, so I agree with that, right? But thank God we ain't hearing about money missing, how much billion. Thank God we ain't hearing that. Because more than one person they brought, probably based on trend, hoping that they would, go down the same road like the host and the 6.5 of them. You understand? But money missing, where the money gone, and all kind of stupid, not stupid, sorry. I don't parliamentary. Dotuishness kind of comment. Huh? Thank God, I think we're going to be hearing that. Well, let me don't say that. Let me say that. But I am quoting, right? And governments do expose themselves to all kind of corruption. And I haven't seen a government yet that I can point at and say they have not been a part of that. You have probably. Yeah, the UNC, they were clean, squeaky clean. Yeah. But I'm telling you that there are people that are corrupt that contribute and causes that. I could say so much, but like my friend, not tonight. Not tonight. Pray before you go and sleep. Eh? God listens.
Oh, God. All right. Yes, let me see other closing people send information here. Mr. Atlanta said, be a good listener. Your ears will never get you in trouble. Your energy is too powerful to be wasting on convincing others, impressing others, or correcting others. Okay. Mr. Atlanta said, whoever is trying to bring you down is already below you. Gratitude lift our eyes off the things we lack so we might see the blessings we possess. There you go. Thank you. Okay, that is it for the course. Let me go to the chat. Mr. Intellectual said, where you ever quoted something, Mr. Maloney? Rosalind Anna says, here this big PNM, always defending the PNM. PNM Fox, according to the 2014 Transparency International Corruption Perception Index, CPI Trinidad and Tobago ranked 85th in the world with a score of 38. Okay. All right. So let me get the closing comments here. PNM Fox closing comment, Couva Hospital in Trinidad was not fully complete when it opened in 2015 as a children's hospital. The hospital was opened in phases with the first phase opening in 2019. Okay. Let me get Mr. Intellectual closing comment. I have one other closing comment to read. 8:51. Mr. Intellectual closing comment. It is sad when people believe that support for the things they identify with, whether it be evil or good, it matters not. Okay, there we have it, folks. So, folks, we are out of here. We see you on Sunday. On Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street. See you guys. So we're going to go out to this one here. This is one by the first, though.
Could we rise again as a nation?
What do you mean, could we rise again as a nation?
Okay, because the state of the country.
What do you mean by the state of the country? I don't understand that. Explain me.
Right, the country have plenty money.
Plenty money?
Yeah.
How you know that? So you have to tell me I have a child. Tell me now. How you know that? Gentlemen, thank you for the day. I can't really understand that.
Oh, mama. Oh, mama. Oh, yo, yo, yo. My nation is giving way. Prophecy unfolding. Judgment incoming. I love you still. Mama, when will it end? Tell me, how did we come this way? Oh, my Trinidad and Tobago. Whilst the nation still hope and pray, the devil busy, I say. Oh, my Trinidad and Tobago. Oh, no, no, I'm feeling the pain for you, mama. Revelation strikes at your corner. Still we are holding on. Your children have lost their way, fighting for survival each day. Oh, no, no, going from dawn till dawn. What is happening to my country? Every day is a sacrifice. Blood flowing like water daily. Lives could be lost at any price. The anthem is now a whisper. Some don't care to stand when it plays. The lawless is now in control, so the good folks going away. Oh, my Trinity, strange signs all around we are. The hills are alive in a different way. Your babies are dying, brutally I'm seeing here. Would we rise again from what pain? Yeah. Oh, the mighty dollar. Now cast a spell of uncertainty. Oh, my Trinidad and Tobago. You see, when the rich is getting richer, the poor must remain empty. Oh, my Trinidad. Know that and Tobago. I say, oh, no, no, people bawling for pain and hunger, inflation, cost of living higher. Can't get no daily bread. So the youth them on top the hill, somehow their bread basket to fill. Oh no, no, so they turn to crime instead. The arms of the state disappointed, still their salaries are daunted. Large increase in the fiscal budget, oil money reach a all-time high. Don't buy no jet for so much of money when the hospitals are in need. Poor people at everyone's mercy, so the hill reacting indeed. Oh no, 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 no. Yeah, the people cry, yeah, yeah. The hills are alive in a different way. Them who take in we money must pay for it dearly one day. Could we rise again come what may? Yeah. How could we truly excel in the midst of all this suffering? Oh my Trinidad. No. Tell me, like Shadow said, poverty is hell. So it seems like the devil is king. Oh my Trinidad. Oh my Trinidad. No. Cocaine and guns in the heart of the ghetto is what we sow, we shall reap tomorrow. Who are we going to blame? Even school children doing crime. Well, that is a sign of the time. Oh, my lord, have we now gone insane? Whilst we kill, we own one by one. Skyscrapers going up in town. Chinese labor at the core. This new city some shall see no more. So we have to hold on to see that 10 days and must to get along. Scraping the bottom of the barrel with all this money in town. My Lord, the hills are alive in a different way. You have to do more for the people. Better wages to ease we struggle. Yeah. Could we rise again, come what may? Yeah. In this abundance of wealth, still the poor people cannot cope. Oh, my Trinidad and Tobago, it is a stark reality. So much have given up hope. Oh, my Trinidad. Oh, my Trinidad and Tobago. Oh, my, oh no. Some turn to vagrants in the city, homeless children begging of mercy, Lord. Child abuse have risen again. Look like Jean and Dinah come back in town. The girls and them singing the song. To survive by any means necessary, dignity gone down the drain. Some say the leaders have failed to do right for one and for all. When there is an imbalance of the scale, then the writing is on the wall. If you ignore the plight of the people, well, the devil shall intervene. It's only divine intervention. I hope you know what I mean. Well, is it true that God is a Trinity with all these crimes in sweet La Trinity? No. The hills are alive in a different way.
Population violence control, drug control.
And is it true we have all this money in this land of so much poverty? No. The Lord is my shepherd, come what may. Yeah. To you the powers that be, hear the cries of the people you see. All this wealth and nothing for we. No. The cost of living is too high. This little money the poor can't buy. Oh my, why? There must be a way. There to help the people today. I say, there must be a way. There must be a way. Yeah. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. From Genesis to Revelation, in my Father's house around many mansions, to take care of 1.3 million natural resources, he made provision to feed this nation. Look, we have oil and gas, it's Lake and Mars, and Calypso, Choppy and Limbo. When there is no property, crime would decline naturally, then we could live in harmony. My holy La Trinity, I love you, mama. I love you, mommy, yeah. My